a reality. Make a difference today at NESN.com/playground.
Time now for our betting segment presented by FanDuel. Baseball fans, be a part of the action with FanDuel, America's #1 sports book. All customers get a 30% profit boost to use on any parlay bet for today's games. Just download the FanDuel Sportsbook app and make every moment more. What do we got? Under 8.5 runs. Marcelo Meyer to record the hit. He had 3 last night. Trevor Story, Mike Trout to hit a home run. Same day parlay odds plus 979. That's $5 to win 48.99. Marcelo Meyer, speaking of, getting the start once again at second base. Went very well yesterday in the field, working with Alex Cora. And at the plate as well. 3 hits, including his first major league.
What is up, motherfuckers and party people? How the hell is everybody doing today? I hope everybody's having a great day. I'm having a great day because I get to watch a baseball game that I didn't expect to get to watch. Yeah, I was supposed to be at work right now, but then they let me go home early, so that was nice.
Will be the DH, Jarren Duran and Romy Gonzalez. Carlos Narvaez, top 4 hitters in the lineup. Here's what Alex Cora had to say about the lineup this afternoon.
Not Roman, just playing him up there. I think, he's the guy that has more experience against them. And at one point, they bring a righty and he can face a righty.
But today is the series finale from the Red Sox against the Los Angeles Angels in Anaheim.
Who is once again in the Red Sox lineup.
This is the series finale.
In yesterday's game, in the heads-up play that we showed you earlier, tagging out Taylor Ward at third base.
Beautiful weather in Anaheim, as always. It never fucking rains there, dude.
The outfield who's playing third base, and this guy Marcelo Meyer.
Also,
Played third base for the most part.
I won't be live for another game until Sunday, so it's good that I'm able to be live for this game. Unless it's the Xfinity race gets rained out on Saturday night, which is looking like it might be.
So we saw him at second base for the first time in the big leagues yesterday. Yusei Kikuchi on the mound. Pitched against the Red Sox at Fenway Park on June 3rd. No decision there. 5 innings, 3 runs allowed, and the Angels win. He's been outstanding at home this season, the 1.31 ERA. Meanwhile, Richard Fitz, 9 starts in the big leagues, 9 losses for the Red Sox, despite the fact that.
But yes, so starting pitcher for the Boston Red Sox today is Dick Fitz. He has a 4.71 ERA in 5 games played this year, has 15 strikeouts and 21 innings pitched. So not doing too great this year, but also a lot of injuries. Been out with a lot of injuries, so there's that. Starting pitcher for the Los Angeles Angels is Yusei Kikuchi. He has a 3.01 ERA in 16 games played this year, has 87 strikeouts and 89 2/3 innings pitched.
And now a serious word.
He's been really pretty good.
How on earth do you talk about
Starting lineup for the visiting Los Angeles Angels, Nolan Schanuel leads off at first. Christian Moore bats second at second base. Mike Trout bats third at DH. Taylor Ward bats fourth in left field. Joe Adell bats fifth in center field. Travis d'Arnaud bats sixth at catcher. Lamont Wade Jr. bats seventh in right field. Luis Rengifo bats eighth at third base. And Scott Kingery bats ninth at shortstop. Leading off for the Boston Red Sox, once again a little different here. Rob Refsnyder's leading off at DH. Still does not feel right not having my boy leading off, But Jarren Duran bats second in left field, so not that different, Just moving him down one. Romy Gonzalez bats third at first base. Carlos Narvaez bats fourth at catcher. Willie Abreu bats fifth in right field. Trevor Story bats sixth at shortstop. Ceddanne Rafaela bats seventh in center field. Marcelo Meyer bats 8th at second base, and Nady in bats 9th at third base. So Roman Anthony's getting the day off today. Abraham Toro's getting another day off, and then David Hamilton also getting the day off. Connor Wong is resting at the catcher spot too.
And we are so thankful that we decided to try out low.
So yeah, getting ready to go here. Series finale. We have already lost the series, but just trying to not get swept, you know?
KFC fill-ups are back. Enjoy.
Should have fucking won last night, dude.
And see F1 the movie in theaters June 27th, rated PG-13.
Do they think we're so dumb that we'll just
Last night was a
fly into
disgusting
that
display.
and die? And now this Orkin Pro? Ew. Let's go, besties. Sad. Orkin, the best in pests. JTB has been nurturing perfect moments through tourism. Behind them, there's always been meaningful exchanges that transcend encounter. When connections spark to life that opens your eyes and drives you forward to a new horizon. Beyond.
On a sunny day in California, the Red Sox begin the next 81. We're right at the halfway mark as the Red Sox wrap up a 10-day road trip here at the Big A. Richard Fitz has the ball for Game 3 after the Red Sox lost their 19th game by 1 run late last night. Hi, everybody. Dave O'Brien alongside Will Middlebrooks. Also, Jemai Webster joining us in a couple of moments. And Will, so 81 games in. Red Sox have dropped 4 in a row. Let us break down how we got to this point.
Well, they're streaky, right? They do some things really well, and other things, well, not so well at all. And that type of imbalance will cause a lot of inconsistencies with the ball club, and you're going to end up with a record right around 500 like we've seen. And I think the frustrating part is that they've shown weeks at a time where they look like a good ball club. But the numbers simply just don't lie. When you're at the bottom of the league in errors, in unearned runs, you don't hit with runners in scoring position, you leave a lot of wins on the table. And if those 3 aspects don't change, the record won't either. And we keep talking about 1-run losses and those close games they can't finish. There it is right there. A lot of those aspects of those numbers we showed you, that's why.
Red Sox were up 1-0 last night, getting a gem out of Garrett Crochet, but Christian Moore tied it, and then he won it. With this home run, a walk-off, he first thought that was a game-time triple before they sent him home. And Hardy for the Red Sox.
I'm loving the live betting on DraftKings.
Something amazing is happening here.
We're now,
Retailers are moving inventory quickly and
you're now
securely.
10 days post
That's
Rafi.
because CDW designed
It's a
and
damn
built
shame.
a solution with Cisco security. End-to-end protection defends against attacks
It's been a nightmare.
and makes better decisions in real time.
Last 10 days have been a
So
fucking nightmare,
warehouse and
dude.
customer data stay protected every step of the way. Make amazing happen. Cisco and CDW.
Baseball is getting personal with My Daily Story, powered by AI from Google Cloud. Now all your highlights are personally curated with AI, ensuring your teams and players are always in your lineup. Watch your My Daily Story now on the MLB app.
Safe like repair.
Perfecting your swing is hard.
Nice shot, Dad. Safe like replace.
But
First pitch is at 4:07, so just a few minutes here.
SafeLight.com and we can come to you.
Sick.
Our highly trained techs can replace your windshield where you are, even if that's right in your driveway.
Have a good day. I love you.
With flexible payment options, get it fixed now and pay later only at SafeLight.com.
Safe like repair. Safe like replace. Woo!
They're already stars, but now you can make them all stars. Vote in the 2025 Pro Spirit MLB All-Star Ballot.
By Audi. Visit your local tri-state Audi dealer today. WB Mason. Request your food service catalog today at WBMason.com. BuyAToyota.com. Proper's not seen on TV. Visit BuyAToyota.com. And by Plymouth Rock, the official auto and home insurance provider of the Boston Red Sox. Red Sox trying to avoid a sweep here at the hands of the Angels. Richard Fitz on the mound as we toss it down to Jahmai. Jahmai, 9 starts for him at the big league level. He is yet to win.
Yeah, Dave, looking for that win and hoping to help the Red Sox avoid a sweep from the Angels here in Anaheim. The tourism tour for Richard Fitz, it has to come to an end now. This is the first time that he's been in California. He said this is the furthest west he's been of Texas in his life, which is pretty amazing. But now it's time for him to work, looking for that first big league win in his 10th career start. Back in place for the injured Hunter Dobbins after an expedited rehab that saw him get rocked last time by the Angels, where he gave up 6 earned runs in a single inning. Says he's ready to pitch now, fully built up. He's redefined his pitch shapes and his command. Alex Cora said that is on point. Meanwhile, some bad news from today. The rotation getting a little bit thinner. Cora also sharing that Cutter Crawford headed for wrist surgery. That'll likely have him out for the year. Not sure yet when the surgery will happen. He expects to have more details, though, when we get back to Boston.
He's out for the year?
Longest road trip of the year.
Yeah, that's a couple of guys that don't get a lot of discussion among, I think, the general population. Talking about Crawford and Tanner Houck. Really earmarked as very, very key guys in different roles for this Red Sox team.
Oh, Houck was an all-star last year. Obviously, the second half didn't go great for him, and we're hoping this year it'd go a lot better, and that just hadn't been the case. And we just hadn't seen Cutter Crawford at all.
Take a look at the Red Sox lineup here for the finale. Brought to you by Plymouth Rock. Rev Snyder lead it off, then Duran Gonzalez, Narvaez, and Abreu. Trevor Story, followed by Rafaela, and then Marcelo Meyer. Big night last night, including the first triple of his Major League career. He would score a big run early, but it was not enough for the Red Sox. Nate Eaton hitting out of that 9 spot, taking on the Angels starting pitcher. Yusei Kikuchi may be 2-6, but he has an ERA just over 3, and that means he's been a little bit unlucky. He's actually pitching exceptionally good baseball.
There's a look at the Angels on defense today. Luis Rengifo at third base. Scott Kingery
Get ready for some Wednesday afternoon baseball here.
Noah Shonowell over at first. In the outfield from left to right, you got Taylor Ward, Joe Adell, Lamont Wade Jr., and doing the catching today is Travis d'Arnaud.
A look at your umpires. They're brought to you by M&T Bank. Alan Porter behind home plate. It's Volksegal and McKay around the bases. We're available. The telecast can be heard in Spanish. You just have to select the SAP button on your television remote. SAP brought to you by Toyota Certified Used Vehicles. And the one thing about the end of the trip that we're going to miss has been the weather here on the West Coast. Another gorgeous day, 77 and sunny. Not the sweltering heat back home. It's been very low humidity, just beautiful out here.
Well, most of the continental U.S. was melting, so we avoided that on this entire trip. We're going to get back to Boston. I think the high's in the 70s tomorrow. We'll welcome that. Everyone will.
Yes. Well, Red Sox at 40 and 41 at the halfway point. They began this road trip with a full head of steam, having swept the Yankees, had a 5-game winning streak. That ran to 6 even after the Rafi Devers trade. And the Red Sox won the first one in Seattle, but now a 4-game losing skid. A very different feel to this trip.
Off we go.
His high ball.
You're on the way from Anaheim, California.
So you mentioned Kikuchi.
First pitch is a ball.
About a 3 ERA, not a ton of wins, not a lot of run support. He's got a 4.47 ERA on the road, but here at Angel Stadium, 1.31 ERA.
And he drops in a strike. Get that great splitter, of course. Slider there, but that split can be devastating.
We saw that with Tyler Anderson as well. The splits, they both pitched really well here at home. It's interesting.
And foul back right underneath our booth. And much to our delight, we have
there, Daniel Barry.
A foul ball in our booth in this particular series. And I say to our delight because it comes back with pace here. We are right behind the plate.
Yeah, we're not up high where you're going to get like one of the high ones that's kind of just floating in there. remember the one 2 years ago that
Oh, yeah, that's
the
pretty
ball
low.
right here?
Still have nightmares about that.
You were in the floor.
It took them like 4 years to repair that.
They just painted over it.
Swinging a strike three. Change up to fan Rob Refsnyder. Has great numbers against him, but he strikes out here, one gone.
Let's take a look at Kikuchi's pitching arsenal. It's brought to you by WB Mason. Saw the change up there, but he throws a ton of sliders. He's got a four-seamer. He'll pitch in the righties, up in the zone. Big curveball as well, but loves that slider.
Let's see if this is a sign that Duran is starting to swing it again. A 3-game hitting streak. Had a double last night. Which was one of those classic Jarren Duran hustle doubles. A single for about 97% in Major League Baseball, but for him, he wound up 2 bases. Red Sox did not bring him in, though. Romy Gonzalez on deck. Red Sox 3-6 on the trip. Maybe if they lose today, that'll be it. Trying to come home a little better than that, and he'll hit that sharply. It'll be Kingery to drop it in short.
Nice. There's a base hit for Duran.
Well, Duran
Is that
absolutely
an error? I don't fucking know what that'll be called.
Anytime the infielder's playing up the middle, which with analytics and metrics and all that, you know exactly where to play guys against tendencies. You see where Kingery is, and that ball ramps off of the mound like that, and it gives him that tough in-between hop. He couldn't glove it clean.
Kikuchi's reaction, it will be an error. So the Red Sox have their first base runner. And here's Romy at 293 with a pair of home runs. Kikuchi had a no decision against the Sox earlier this month at Fenway.
All right, so Romy Gonzalez
Angels won the game 4-3. He went 5, scattered 8 hits, gave up 3 runs.
Strike.
And in that game, he walked 5. Sox did a very good job laying off the split.
Yeah, the split and the slider, he wasn't throwing for strikes, and they weren't biting on him.
It's a lot of pitches for 5 innings, 99. Duran holding.
It's a ball. So ball and a strike here.
0-3 with a 591 lifetime against the Red Sox. I mentioned his last 10 starts, though, overall a 231 earned run average. And a 1-1 zipped in there at 94.
That's strike 2.
Sox coming home for an off day on Thursday, and then the Toronto Blue Jays.
No, I'm feeling confident about
the Sox get back inside
Roman
the
Anthony
division.
at this point.
Toronto
I know he has the day
3-5
off today.
first.
I know he's been hitting like absolute shit.
Tampa Bay.
But if you go onto his baseball savant page, like everything is red. Like everything is like he's hitting like how he should be hitting. The hits just aren't happening. Like
Red Sox 6 back.
So once he eventually gets those hits to be hits,
And
you know, he's gonna be lighting the world on fire.
And a ground ball base hit into right field right behind him. Gonzalez with the
So that's gonna be a base hit, and Duran's gonna get down to third.
First and third. With 1 man away.
Look, this is the type of baseball, this lineup, this roster construction right now, this is the type of baseball they have to play. Active on the base path, which takes defensive players out of their position. Romy recognizing that, he gets the fastball away. It's off the plate, it's a ball, but recognizes the fastball away and the right side being wide open for him. That's just a high IQ baseball play by Romy. Now you got first and third.
Well, after last night and really struggling to score runs and falling 3-2, heartbreaking defeat, getting on the board right away might be just what the doctor ordered today. As Narvaez will get in. Batting average down to 268 with 6 home runs. But an RBI opportunity, and he will take ball 1.
Kikuchi not necessarily known as a ground ball pitcher. Gets a lot of fly balls, actually. Still, he's going to try to throw that changeup and that slider down in the zone. Generate a ground ball here in this first and third situation.
And a 1-0. Popped up. Back at home plate. Darno with room to make the catch.
Count number 2.
Narvaez has been scuffling this month. He's hitting 222 in the month of June. And unable to bring in a run. All it would have taken there is a ground ball perhaps, or fly ball certainly. That's out number 2. So it's up to Abreu to try and salvage something here. Willier at 256 with 13 home runs. Pinch hit in the 8th inning last night and singled in the 10th. So Duran over at third. He reached on the error. Gonzalez at first.
The Red Sox came in today 22nd in baseball. Average with runners in scoring position, 237. And that's been a killer for them to this point. Obviously, you pair that with the errors and the unearned runs. It's a big issue.
And Kikuchi home with a 1-0 pitch. Fouled away.
It's fouled away.
As we check out storylines presented by FanDuel, for Abreu to hit a home run, we'll get a couple RBIs reward today. Willier batting out of the 5-hole. Trevor Story hitting 6th today. Red Sox with an early opportunity in a 1-1. Passed it. Decent life on that fastball at 95 for a left-hander.
Especially with as much off speed as he throws, makes that fastball play up even more.
The 9th and final game of the longest trip of the year. And Kikuchi with a 1-2. He tries to wriggle free in the first inning, and he'll step off. And a 1-2 coming. Not tempting enough. Off the plate at 96.
Well, what about Alan Porter? He can be a flip of a coin at times. That ball was totally in the strike zone. Kikuchi starts walking off the field, which Alan Porter's not going to love back there. You never like that as a home plate umpire.
Alan Porter, the umpire that Alex Cora had trouble with on a play earlier in the series, the obstruction that wasn't called. That one was definitely high. And 3-2.
Romy's got to make sure not to get picked off here. Kikuchi does have one disengagement, so he has one more to go. Got to make sure he goes home before he takes off.
Yeah, that to be ball 4, so Willier Abreu will load the bases here.
Loaded up on an error, base hit, and ball 4.
So that was an error, the Duran
Do
play.
something about the Red Sox offensive woes right
So
away.
we'll end this inning without scoring any runs. Trevor Story is definitely going to ground out here.
Story, who's been swinging the bat a lot better on play.
275 in June.
He's hitting 275 in June. He's been really good this month.
RBIs this month, 4 home runs.
232 on the year, 639 OPS, 11 home runs, 39 RBIs. 11 home runs more than I thought he had.
Trevor. No place to put him. Red Sox with a man at every base, and with 2 down, the veteran left-hander misses badly. Red Sox with Duran at third, Gonzalez at second, Abreu on at first.
I'd love to hit a grand slam right here. The last player to hit a grand slam for us a little over a month ago is no longer with us.
And 1-0 to Trevor Story.
Trevor this year, 250, 3 homers against lefties. Average up a little higher than it is versus righties.
Rounded hard but foul off third. Examining the bat to see if he needs a new one, and he does. So Kikuchi in front.
So Story broke his bat there, getting a new one.
Will talked about how comfortable he is on this mound. For a guy 2-6, the numbers don't really match up with him. Angels also a young team. They're trying to get to 500. If they sweep the Sox here today, they will improve to 40-40.
They've won 13 of their last 21, so they have been playing better baseball.
Story with a new bat and 1-2. Got a piece to hang in.
It's fouled off, still 1-2.
At 81.
23 pitches on the inning for Yusei Kikuchi. Pitching really well this year. Not very well in this first inning.
And the Red Sox capitalize a bases loaded situation.
Would love to.
And 1-2 to Trevor Story.
Come on, man. Fouled off once again.
Kikuchi really reached back. That was 97 in on the hands. Normally averaged about 94 on that pitch.
Well, Red Sox making him work. This is going to be his 25th pitch in the opening inning. And Story will pop
Gets
down
fouled off once again.
They'll do it again.
It's going to be coming up on the 7th pitch of the at-bat.
Both sides of the plate. You got the fastball just
Story's fighting it here. Fighting it off here.
That was the changeup up and away right there. Able to cover both sides of the plate so far. Kikuchi will go to that big breaker.
Duran, Gonzalez, Abreu all the way around from third to first. Sox trying to break through here in the top of the first inning. 1-2 to the line.
There you go, Trevor. Yeah, that'll score 2 runs.
Gonzalez is in to score. Abreu down to
Happy
third.
about that. Let's go.
2-0 Boston.
2-0 very quickly here.
Trevor Story had one of his better at-bats of the season right there and raked a 2-run single.
It was 7-pitch at bat, ends in 97 mile per hour fastball down and in, and he smokes this thing to left for a couple RBIs. We talk about how important it is for this team to score early, get on the board, get the momentum going. Send your starter out there with some runs on the scoreboard. So that was a big at bat right there, and now Kikuchi has to throw even more pitches.
The conference on to Hill along with the interpreter. That was a darn good pitch.
It was. I mean, he went back and forth in that. And Trevor was covering both sides. He fouled up the changeup away, the pitch before that, and then that was dotted down and in at 97. He was ready for it. Hit it good, too. 106 off the bat.
Red Sox taking advantage of the other guy's mistake as Jarren Duran reached on the error by the shortstop to get that started. Romy Gonzalez a base hit. Abreu took the walk, and now Story the big hit. And now Cesar Rafaela tries to keep it rolling, hitting 7th today. 252, 8 home runs.
Cesar Rafaela's in. There's a strike to him.
Pay attention to the guy who got the hit, and not the guy who prolonged the inning. It was Wilyer Abreu, a tough lefty-lefty matchup. He hasn't gotten a lot of starts against left-handed pitchers. Ends up working a really good at bat.
Very long top of the first here.
And the 0-1.
One of the longest top of the first I've seen this year, I think.
Sox have made him work overtime.
By time.
28 and counting. The pitch tally for Kikuchi. And he will step off. Cedon swinging a good bat, hitting .311 his last 25 games. Has 3 home runs against the Angels this year. Fouls that one away. One of those home runs came off of Kikuchi at Fenway.
This is on June 3rd. Little slider up in the zone. I mean, goodness gracious, did he have a series including the walk-off? The last game of that series down the pesky pole.
Abreu down to third. Story gets his lead at first. 2-strike pitch.
It's fouled off. So Kikuchi's now at 30 pitches on the inning.
Cedon still leading all major league outfielders in outs above average. On center fielders, he is number 2 in the majors in defensive runs saved with 11.
And that'll end the inning. We head to the bottom of the second, but we score 2 runs there to make it a 2-0 ball game. So we head to the bottom of the first here in a 2-0 ball game. I'm going to go pee real quick.
If you can find any song in the world in seconds, you should be able to sign up for renter's insurance in seconds. With Lemonade Renter's Insurance, you can also customize your coverage to protect the stuff you love. And prices start as low as $5 a month. It's about time insurance does that. Get a quote at lemonade.com/renters.
Who's gonna stop me? Who's gonna stop me? Copy. Who's gonna stop me? Who's gonna stop me? Watch me flex on them. Yeah, see my fit, it's a fit. Yeah, I'm fit. Take a flick. See my fit, it's a fit. It's a fit. See my fit, it's a fit. Yeah, I'm fit. Take a flick. See my fit, it's a fit. It's a fit.
Are you ready for an electric joyride? It's just a few clicks away. Introducing electric e-bikes. Experience what it's like to feel like a kid again. And feel confident with the best-selling electric bike in the U.S. We have every type of bike for every type of rider. Ships to your doorstep for free. Little to no assembly required. Hop on to your next adventure. Only at electricebikes.com. Electric e-bikes. Affordably awesome.
Relax. We'll take care of it.
Here's your Angel lineup for Game 3. And, of course, Mike Trout batting out of that 3 spot. Joe Adell has 16 home runs, and he's been hot with the long ball. That's one thing the Angels do well, hit the ball out of the park. In the American League, only the Yankees a bit more. They'll be taking out Richard Fitts today. Sox had to plug in a hole in the rotation. Starting pitcher brought to you by BuyAToyota.com. 0-3, 4.71 ERA for Fitz. Swinging a drive down the right field line. Shonwell will push that one foul. He's hitting .278, 6 home runs. So the Red Sox right now are number 8 in the American League in earned run average.
All right, I'm back.
They're
a 1-1 count here.
After walking 11 the other night here. But they're 4th in strikeouts.
To Nolan Shanuel.
I'll boost that a little bit.
There you go.
I know I've been literally saying his name the wrong way. The 2 times during both of these series we've had against them.
There's some good, there's some bad.
I still don't know the actual pronunciation. I just know it's not the one that I'm using.
As Bill Parcells used to say, you are what your record says you are. Into right field, charging in Abreu, he'll make the play. Shonwell denied. That's out number 1.
Look, the Red Sox defense brought to you by Bigelow Tea. Nate Eden getting his 2nd start in a row at 3rd base. Trevor Story at short. Marcelo Meyer at 2nd base. Romy Gonzalez at 1st. In the outfield from left to right, Jaron Duran, Cedar Rafaela, Wilyer Abreu, and Narvaez will be doing the catching for Fitz.
Sends up Christian Moore, their top prospect, who was their big star last night. If you missed it. In the 8th inning, he tied the game with a home run at 1-1. In the 10th inning, he won it with a 2-run walk-off. He'll foul that one away.
Also seen him in the 9-hole the first couple games of this series. Big game yesterday, now he's in a 2-hole. Jump him up a few spots.
Mike Trout to follow him. Red Sox ahead 2-0 in the first. Richard Fitz, who could use some good luck. Gets a foul back. I thought that had a chance to get the move for a split second.
Just thought we'd kind of turn over, get a little nervous. I was coming in a little hot. I was headed right for my laptop, too.
It did tense up a little bit on 1-2. Breaking ball outside.
There's something you had to have learned to this point. the last 3 years of doing games with me. I'm diving for it. I'm going in front of you. I got to save that face.
Well, this is the moneymaker, of course. This will foul back. This is a look at our view and just how close.
Right, just dive in front.
There it is.
See,
I go this way.
I have the option. I have the option to just go do radio the rest of the year. You can hide my mug.
I really appreciate the effort.
Oh, that hit him.
No chance to get
that hit more. It looks like he's in a little bit of pain.
Lester will take a long walk away from home plate. And hit batsman with one away.
See where exactly this heater got him. That's ball been in right off the forearm.
Oh, that's
initially I thought maybe
painful.
he got that elbow guard, but it looked like he got his left forearm.
Buddy's going to make his way to first. He'll be all right.
And we'll bring on Mike Trout.
Here's Mike Trout.
226, 12 home runs for Trout.
He 226 on the year, 12 home runs, 28 RBIs, but he has missed a chunk of the season. Okay, great. Love that. That'll be strike one to Mike Trout.
Off the IL on May 30 at Fenway. Since then, he has passed Tim Salmon for second most hits in Angels history at 1674.
Where was this? It's 2 today. Oh, Porter's missed. That's a bad miss.
Holds and in there for strike.
Dude, I don't know why. Sometimes the crowd will just start screaming in like a different way. Like they'll start screaming like there's somebody with a gun. Like that's the way that I just heard them screaming. And it just scares the fuck out of me.
Sox have had a lot of trouble with the Angels. They are 4-1 against Boston. So they'll clinch the season series. They're going for a sweep today. And the 2-2. Drops a high foul out of play down the right field line. Ray Montgomery has been serving as the Angels' acting manager. Ron Washington out with health issues. Been playing pretty well as of late. Getting into the wild card conversation. Pushes it to 3-2 on Trout. Taylor Ward next. There are outs to be had in the Angel lineup, but this particular part of the lineup can be dangerous.
Yeah, this is a tough pocket.
There it goes.
And the runner goes.
It's
fouled away. Full count.
He's going to have at least an 8-pitch at bat.
Even, I mean, Ward and Joe Adell are hitting low, 226 and 211. But just the threat of hitting the ball out of the ballpark. Right? They're both driven in a ton of runs and hit 19 and 16 homers, respectively.
He stays put here.
It's fouled off, still full.
Over the Red Sox dugout on a play. Day game here, we won't have the crowd we had the first couple of nights. In both cases, was well over 30,000.
Yeah, like that screen.
Bad for midday during the week. Sounds like there's a kids' camp or two here.
Or 7 or 8. 3-2 runner on the move, and that's going to be upstairs.
That's full count, or that'll be ball 4.
Now has to face Taylor Ward at 19 home runs.
Take a look at Fitt's pitching arsenal presented by Audi. 4-seamer, slider, sweeper, curve, sinker, change. So rely heavily on that
Pretty long first inning.
Slider sweeper combination.
This just reminds me of like pre-pitch clock. Did they not turn the pitch clock on for today?
He has 16 home runs.
No, it's on. I see it.
So you got to be careful. Nighttime, the ball can really die here on a long fly out, but daytime's a different story. Popped up and make the seats down the right field line. And done a lot of games out here. You've played games here, you've called games here. You know that day games can be treacherous to pop up some fly balls.
Yeah, sun's tough. It's really bright field. But to your original point of the ball flying much better during the day, I'll never forget. I was playing for Texas, and Joey Gallo was on my team, and he got it down and in, breaking ball, and hit it out to the top of the batter's eye up there where that slope goes. And
I always wanted Joey Gallo with the Red Sox.
Flowers up there to the right side, almost all the way to the top.
Yeah, that is a shot and a half.
Yankees are 3-9 in their last
Like
12.
one
Yeah, they're
up
not
to
that
the-
good.
to the top of it. It was one of the
Not that good of a
absurd things
baseball
I've ever
team.
seen. The catcher slid down and in to block it. It was going to hit the ground. He just scooped it.
Still leading the division, but they only have a one-game
6-0
lead over the Rays right now.
There you go. That's another counting. The second high throw off the glove of Meyer, but no advance by the runner. Christian Moore out there at second. Mike Trout on at first. Red Sox 2, Angels nothing, but Los Angeles threatening here. Fitz trying to locate the strike zone again. Here comes the 1-1. He looks for a ground ball right at somebody. Punched in there for a strike. Richard making his first start since June 2nd. That was against the Angels. And he went 1 inning and gave up 4 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned. Runners go, little ground ball, that's fair.
Yeah, that's fair, but then it gets out at first. So that'll be 2 outs. But the runners move up to second and third.
Sure did. And I tell you what, if Christian Moore had just kept running and rounded third, I think it would have been interesting timing with Romy. The time he was flipping the ball to first base as he was rounding third, he might have scored on this play, but they didn't send him. It would have been a tough send, but you got to think, when the ball's being flipped to Fitz, his back is turned to that play. He doesn't
She
know
know me
it. He can
well,
hear people
well,
yelling at
well.
him,
She know
but
me
then he has to turn and
well.
throw. So I
Told
think
me she
Red
loved
Sox might
me
have caught a
still.
little bit
Please
of a
go to
break right there.
hell. All the drugs I did, it was worth it. They were worth it. Tell me why you had me feeling worthless. Now my heart's broken, I need a surgeon. Oh, tell me it's perfect. Perfect. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Fitz in front, 0-2.
So I go target practice.
Only a 226 hitter coming into play today, though. Moore down at third, Trout at second.
2 pills to the brain. Damn.
Adele Carly with a 7-game hitting streak. This might be their hottest hitter right now. 1-2.
Kikuchi threw 31 pitches, and we were all over that. Now they're seeing a ton of pitches, too. Really. Up to 26 is
So 1-2 count here to Joe Adele.
He's able to go down to Worcester and gradually get that pitch count back up, which helps.
Is 1-2. Swing and a miss.
That would be strike 3. So that'll end the inning. We head to the second inning here in a 2-0 ball game. A very, very long first inning. That took a half hour.
New U.S. Bank
Longest first inning I've seen in a while.
You can earn an unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase.
Really going all out, huh?
It literally felt like a before pitch clock type inning.
Hey, what do you do here?
Get a gig that's built to last.
It's all the same, business and baseball. The data gives you the framework in which to go out and compete. Making those key decisions at key moments and then knowing the impact, that's the magic.
Sage is helping business leaders like Hal Ripken Jr. make smarter, faster decisions.
Oh, goes the sun.
Is your outdoor space in a slump? Bring out the heavy hitters and take the field with a winning lineup of Steel outdoor power tools. Shop online or in store at your local Steel dealer.
Opening day. Another chance to chase the grail. That wonderful feeling of maybe. Just maybe.
Call it in the air.
This will be the one. Have an opening day every day at Arena Club.
Let's do something smart and silly. Let's capture every little moment. Let's do something really cool. If you're up for anything and down for whatever, let's do downtown Syracuse.
Let's take a look at who's been cool as a cucumber, presented by Grillo's Pickles. Find us chilling in the refrigerated section. Marcelo, last night's first career 3-hit game. Third Red Sox player since '95 with a 3-hit game, including a triple. And that was a big one at the time. Red Sox would turn that into a run, and behind Garrett Crochet, you're thinking Red Sox were going to win the game 1-0. He was brilliant again over 7. Bullpen couldn't hold it. Red Sox would lose in extra innings, 3-2. Red Sox are 0-6 in extra inning games on the road.
It's interesting too. The 1-run games are 9-19, but 2-run games they're 13-3. So they just needed that one more. You know, it felt like the one.
So Marcelo Myers in 0-1 counts at him. Hitting .216. It honestly feels like it's not that bad.
Backs away from that curveball and there for strike.
But his first week was really not that great.
80 on deck. And then Rob Refsnyder. Nate Eaton, if you missed it last night, made one of the best plays defensively the Red Sox will make all year while he was playing third base. Talk about a heads-up play with athleticism, great awareness. You don't see that play very often at all.
Yeah, it's a play as a third baseman you're always aware of, and you see in the runner out of the corner of your eye around in the bag, but rarely does it actually work out where you scoop it perfect and he's far enough off for you to actually tag him out.
Swing and a miss. Marcelo down Hackett.
So Marcelo Meyer will take strike 3.
Back to that play last night, just in case you didn't take it in live, because it was a marvelous play.
Yeah, O'Hoppe first off smokes the ball to left. Jaron Duran comes up firing. You'll see the little pick here.
That was a great play, man.
A lot further than I even realized last night. Quick, fast twitch over there, full out dive to tag Ward. That was a big one.
Refsnyder on deck. Red Sox had 2-0. Trying at the very least to square their record at 41-41, coming back home. Going to salvage one here in Anaheim. Trying to make it a 4-5 road trip. Sounds a whole lot better than 3-6. Prosper called strike.
I think sometimes that slider is the one you can almost go up there and sit on as a right-handed batter. And if he pitches backwards, he likes to go to the fastballs in, fastballs up with 2 strikes. But he'll lay a slider in there here and there.
The Red Sox made him work overtime in the first inning. He's up to 39 pitches already, and he has 1 out in the second. And he's 2-2 on the number 9 hitter Eaton. And in there for strike 3.
So that's strike 3.
Looking back-to-back
Nate Eaton was hitting .750 coming into that at bat.
For Refsnyder.
Only just started
This
this
is a
last week.
curveball here. He'd shown only the slider up to this point. Eaton seeing that big break out of the hand, thinking that was going to dive below the zone, but
Made his Red Sox
right
debut
there.
in the San Francisco
Best
series.
curveball you ever faced?
Oh, jeez. Faced Kershaw, faced Zito. You know, one of the better ones I saw, though, it was on my team. Clay Buchholz had a really good
yeah.
one.
He did.
I remember as a young kid in the minor leagues.
I loved
would come on the
Buchholz when I was a kid.
backfield and would throw to us in spring training to get extra innings. And that was the first curveball I ever could hear spinning. It's like it had propellers.
I mean, I loved Wakefield when I was a kid, though. He was my favorite pitcher.
On a slider.
I liked Papelbon, but then there was a lot of years after I got back into baseball where I actually didn't like Papelbon because I thought he was a douchebag. He kind of is, you know.
Yeah, Bucky had a good one.
But he pissed me off last week with the Raffy shit. Some shit that he said about
He's
Raffy.
one of those guys who could
You know?
manipulate the baseball.
But
Almost,
I do like
it's
him.
almost detrimental how much
You know,
movement he had at
post-playing
times.
career
You see that
Papelbon.
sometimes with guys like Bayo who can move the ball around, and you can lose the ability to throw strikes because it's moving so much.
Two, and down he goes.
My guy was Gonzalez, Adrian Gonzalez, and then Jason Varitek, who is Jason Varitek, still on the team. I think like a bench coach or something.
Buy the Baxter bag from WM. It's a dumpster in a bag. Fill it with up to 3,300 pounds of household debris. At half the size of a large dumpster, it's perfect for do-it-yourselfers. You fill it up, we pick it up, whenever you're ready. From cleanups to renovations. Buy, fill, gone. Available online and at home improvement retailers.
You know, plants aren't so different from us, are they, Ryan?
Plants need food like people need food.
And that's right, and they do tell us what they need, like this really good organic plant food from Miracle Grow.
It's just as important: soil, sunlight, and water.
Ryan the philosopher. And you know what this one is telling me? She needs a spicy martharita and a lounge chair by the pool. These peppers look hangry, Ryan. Feed them, don't just stand there.
And now a serious word from our consultant.
How on earth do you talk about all the serious fun in a season pass in 30 seconds? Deep breath. It's montage time. Rides, funnel cakes, giant plushies. Ooh, that looks refreshing. Upside down loops, an all-new Super Boomerang coaster. What? Ice cream, more funnel cakes, this whatchamacallit. Unlimited games, unlimited family time, unlimited parking, unlimited rides, unlimited fun. Wait, did I even say funnel cake?
Six Flags. We're serious about fun.
Oh, we did.
Relax. We'll take care of it. Having peace of mind. That's how it feels to work with One Group, your one source for insurance, risk management, employee benefits, and HR consulting.
When Superman is off to save the day, DQ is here to help you save on mealtime. It's the DQ $7 meal deal, featuring a $2 small Blizzard treat upgrade.
2-0 from here in Anaheim in the home half of the second inning.
And a fly ball deep down the left field line by Travis d'Arnaud interrupted your story, Javon.
Yeah, that's right, OB. But I was going to say, really good sign from Trevor Story to put up that good first inning at bat, capitalize on that offensive chance. It's really been a labor for the group since the Sox shipped Raffy Devers to San Francisco. They entered the day hitting just 199, 611 OPS in 8 games without him. And Story was asked if those offensive margins are thinning since his departure. Said, if we missed the bat, his presence for sure, but not something they are feeling in game. He said he's confident in the remaining guys that are here, knows that they have the ability to get it done. So far today, Trevor has, really this month, hitting 275 in June, 4 doubles, 4 home runs. Now he's run up his RBI total to 18 here in June.
He's had a good month. He's played excellent defense as well. 1-2 coming. A little pop-up here on the infield. Coming in Gonzalez. Also coming in Story to make the play. Darno pops up, 1 gone.
Yeah, Trevor is the captain of that defense, right? As are most shortstops, but it's plays like that, right, where the ball goes up right in the middle of the field. Everyone's calling for it, and you hear the voice of your shortstop, and you get out of the way. He takes over.
You bring up young prospects, and people start to wonder, well, where's he going to play? Is he going to play regularly as Wade gets in? I think as long as Alex Cora
Montway
is
Jr.
managing Trevor Story is going to play shortstop every day.
Yeah, I agree. And yeah, you're lucky to have the guy Marcelo Meyer, who does have the ability to play multiple positions and play him above average. So that gives you that ability to keep Trevor there.
Obviously, when Trevor's out of the lineup, if he rests, you can put Meyer in there. You're going to feel really good about that. Able to take a big cut, come up empty, hitting just 168 with 1 home run. Red Sox ahead 2-0 early. Fitz hit a batter and walked a man in the first inning. It showed good velocity again on the fastball. I'm 97. Got out of it with a big strikeout of Adele. Now trying to put away Wade with a 2-2. Sox head home.
Dude, these fucking kids, dude. They need to chill the fuck out.
Toronto in town on Friday. Bayo will go in Game 1 against the Blue Jays, who have played much better baseball since we saw them last. And the standings indicate that, just 2.5 out of first.
It's amazing that Tampa just 1 game out of first now.
I know we talk about that, and I'm surprised that they kind of come out of nowhere. We shouldn't be surprised. Swing and a miss. Tough pitch. 98 to strike out Wade.
That'll be out number 2.
We saw this from Fitz in spring training, was that jump in velocity, and all of a sudden the rest of his stuff plays that much better when he's upper 90s. Being able to reach back with that four-seamer at 98, you're going to miss a lot of bats.
Rengifo, the third baseman at 215 with 4 home runs. Again, there are outs to get in this lineup. Red Sox strike out a lot. These guys strike out even more frequently. They'll take ball 1. You know, Tampa Bay is always around. They might go through a rough patch every once in a while, but they're so fundamentally sound that they're always in it.
It's so interesting with them is every year all the predictions come out and you look at the roster construction and you go, this has got to be the year Tampa takes a step back.
Right. Swing a line shot toward the alley. That's down on the grass. Abreu will cut that quickly. He got to that in excellent shape. Throw gets away.
There's 75,000 kindergartners at Angel Stadium. That's what Chris Cotillo.
Got fast out there in right center.
That's something he does well. Duran does a really good job also of cutting off balls in the gap or down the line and getting it in quickly to hold base runners to just 1 base. And I think that's a double a lot of times. That you had him just on a direct line to cut that off and get it in quick.
Is Kingery at 136 without a home run. It may appear to be a small thing. It's not. I remember when the Red Sox had Bradley and Betts and Benintendi. That unit did such a great job of exactly that, making sure no one even tried for the extra base by getting into the gap like that and making sure of it over and over and over.
It matters, because then a single doesn't kill you.
Couldn't hold up, and a strike. 1-1 on Kingery. Zach Neto has really been a Red Sox assassin this year. The young shortstop went down with a shoulder injury, jammed his right shoulder yesterday. And they win over the Red Sox, so he's a no-go. Popped up out of play. 1-2. Base hit by Rengifo, their first knock today against Fitz.
Oh my fucking god, dude.
The Sox have lost each of the last 4 after winning 8.
That's so annoying.
1-2 pitch. Ball at
That'll be grounded to Story, and that'll be out number 3.
That was out number 3 anyway. Red Sox were looking to turn a double play. They didn't
Tried to
have
turn the double play, but it was out 3 anyway.
Got the force play at second to retire the side, 2-0.
Relax. We'll take care of it. Having peace of mind. That's how it feels to work with One Group, your one source for insurance, risk management, employee benefits, and HR consulting.
This right here, the legendary light beer. The
Nelson Cruz was a good baseball player.
Inventor. If this can could talk, it'd tell stories about that one time, that night, that one guy, that one gal, writing a story 50 years long, and 50 million friends wide. Legendary stories start with a light. Here's the 50 years of Miller Time.
If you can buy something miles away with a tap, your renter's insurance will let you file a claim with a tap. With Lemonade Renter's Insurance, you can also customize your coverage to protect the stuff you love. And prices start as low as $5 a month. It's about time insurance does that. Get a quote at lemonade.com/renters.
Let's spotlight some of the unsung heroes here at MLB.tv.
Check out the call center agents doing their best work with Zoom CX's AI-first solutions. It empowers agents to deliver better customer experiences.
Here's to our team and Zoom CX's AI-first solutions.
Wow. This Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear has wavy edges that tear so much better.
We're heading to the 30s. This game is going by really long. Like it's a.
Designed with smooth tear edges,
It really feels like a
Charmin
pre-pitch
Ultra Soft
clock
Smooth
type
Tear
game.
has wavy perforations that tear so much better for a smooth, more enjoyable go. Plus, it has more cushiony softness than ordinary squares. Try Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear, voted #1.
2-0. Duran will lead it off against Kikuchi. He scored a run in that opening frame. So did Romy Gonzalez behind him. On a 2-run single by Trevor Story. As we check out today's home run odds presented by FanDuel. Jared with 5 to date. He hit 21 last year. He did not offer.
Yeah, I've been noticing something against lefties, and he's had some tough matchups with lefties here over the last couple of weeks, but his upper body, his lower body, everything's kind of leaking to the right side, causing him to pull off. So you kind of see it there, how everything with his body is working towards second base and first base, right? And he's not able to reach that pitch away from him. You know, a lot of guys do that when they're worried about getting beat, and they want to make sure to get to the pitch in. But then that gives you some issues when the pitch is out of the way.
Hitting 191 the last 18 games. Looking at a 1-2. And he's going to cut and miss strike 3. First man gone here in the Red Sox third. Romy Gonzalez looking for his second hit. Romy now 4 for 11 lifetime against Yusei Kikuchi. So he gets a pretty good look. He gets good look at lefties, period. But this one on the way to him downstairs in a ball.
Against lefties this year, Romy has an OPS over 1,000, hitting around 350.
So 1-0 count to Romy. 1 out in the top of the third.
Kikuchi recently turning 34. Fooled him there. On that curveball we were talking about earlier.
Saw NASCAR on TNT ad during the NBA
Right? You pick up
Finals.
spin out of the hand, and you're thinking it's going to be that slider, and then it's a slower big breaker. It ends up way below the zone. So we see some awkward swings at it.
On a fly ball to the right center, not deep, coming on Wade and Adele.
That's out number 2.
Adele will make the catch. 2 up, 2 down. Best curveball I ever saw in person was Doc Gooden. That was an absolute hammer. It was illegal. And along with the big fastball he had, he was just, there's a period there where Dwight Gooden was unhittable. But that yacker.
As a kid, what about like Koufax? You ever see it?
I saw
You were young.
only tape.
Yeah.
only film of Sandy's, but that looks illegal too. Like he could throw that in a teacup.
My father-in-law, who grew up in Brooklyn, saw him a lot, and he raves about how his curveball would just snap,
Heard a lot of stories about it. Narvaez will take a strike. He has popped to the catcher. I heard one story that Sandy used to be able to throw his curveball from the mound into a bucket at home plate.
I believe
He could just make it drop
straight
down. Yeah, he was that in command of it. Ground ball that gets right through
It's going to get through
into center field. So Narvaez on
So
a
Narvaez
base
on
hit.
gets a base hit.
He could
That'll
just
be a
make
single.
Yeah, and you said
Needed that.
To your point, he had
comes
been getting a lot of
Willier, who walked
hits lately
earlier.
the last few games, and it's been a really good thing to see him start working back up the middle. Right, that's the best way. Just right back up the box. Whatever pitch it is, fastball, breaking ball, whatever. Just try to stay through the middle of the field, and that generally gets your timing and your body back where it needs to be.
Red Sox have their third hit against the left-hander, and now Willier Abreu, who drew a walk in the first. Sox ahead 2-0.
It's a ball. The what?
It's
a strike? Come on.
Left arm of God.
Yes. Yeah. That might have been Vin who gave him that name. If not for arthritis in that elbow, who knows what numbers he would have put up. And the numbers over a relatively short career were off the charts anyway for Koufax, but he was something else. Fastball in it for strike. Story on deck. Kikuchi had a great career in Japan before arriving in Seattle in 2019. He's also pitched for Toronto and Houston. That one ate him up. That slider to strike him out. One hit, one left.
Sandy Koufax was insane. Gotta look at him. We're gonna do some a history lesson on Sandy Koufax right now. The bitches of you who don't know. Sandy Koufax only played 12 years. Oh. He's still alive, but I think he had an injury. He's 89 years old. He won 3 Cy Youngs, 4 World Series. Won the World Series in 1955, 1959, 1963, and 1965. Won the Cy Young in 1963, 1965, and 1966. Won the NL MVP in 1963. 2-time World Series MVP. 3-time Triple Crown in 1963, 1965, and 1966.
He is honored to make the world remember.
5-time NL ERA leader from 1962 to 1966. 4-time MLB strikeout leader. Pitched a perfect game on September 9th, 1965. Pitched 4 no-hitters. But yeah, he had a short career.
And some people say I got big hands.
Big balls just dropped. Get blue balls this season with Buzz Balls.
Yeah, he had health
The
issues.
Green Monster. Meet Red Sox legends and enjoy free food and drink September 13th against the
The
Yankees.
surgeries made
Tickets
it
at
the surgeries that it would have required for him to keep pitching regularly would have possibly cost him to lose his arm. So he retired at age 30. Yeah, started at age 18.
And then Moore
Crazy.
and Trout top of the order.
Honestly, I think he might be the best of all time. Sandy
I was a
Koufax.
kid growing up, and when Jerry Remy was playing for the Angels, they were the California Angels.
He played for the Dodgers. I don't even know why I'm telling a
And they
Dodgers.
became the Anaheim Angels.
I mean, they mentioned it.
California,
Earlier.
that was like the Nolan Ryan days, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but
Nolan
When
Ryan,
Steve
I could go on for fucking days about him,
that
though.
was 90s, mid-90s.
Most strikeouts ever. Never won a Cy Young, though. But played the longest of any player.
Before they became.
He played longer than anybody else in the major leagues ever. And he was so good.
Subject to change.
Had the most strikeouts ever.
Type of machine
Hit
where you can
7
look up
no-hitters.
anything you want.
Never had a Cy Young, though.
You didn't want to do that.
Never won a World Series, I don't believe either.
It's magical. Little flare out to left field. Duran in to make the catch.
Durant makes that catch as on
That
number
kind of
1.
machine.
It's magic.
And you touch a button.
Touch a few buttons.
I could go on for
What you
fucking
wanna see.
days about Nolan
Christian
Ryan,
Moore
though.
next, hit by a pitch in the first inning. So far, the Halos with the one hit.
Fucking the
Batting stats
Ventura
presented by
fight.
local Honda dealers.
Who was that? Fucking Robin Ventura? Was it the fucker trying to
05 to 15.
There you go. It's been tough to keep
attack
up with.
him?
Yeah.
Yeah, Robin
Good
Ventura.
old-fashioned California Angels.
And Nolan Ryan.
The Angels.
Robin Ventura started charging him, and then Nolan Ryan literally just put him in a fucking headlock and started punching the
ownership
shit
here
out of him.
Wanted
It
to go
was
toe-to-toe
fucking
with the Los Angeles Dodgers
literal
as far as the
cinema.
marketplace is concerned. So made sure the LA part of it was in there eventually.
Good luck with that competition.
1-1. Even though, as you and I have pointed out, they have had 3 of the greatest offensive players in the history of baseball.
So true.
He played for the Angels, but mainly played for the
Albert Pujols,
Rangers.
Mike Trout, and Shohei.
Played for the Astros for a
First
bit.
time playing here. Chuck Finley, heck of a good pitcher.
I don't know who that is. I feel like I've heard the name, but
Had some good pitches today.
Yes.
More.
And early in that bat, he threw a couple nasty sweepers away that just perfectly set up that fastball in. He's doing a good job of reading swings, but also playing his pitches off of each other. And that sweeper away totally opened up the inner half. And with 98, good luck touching that one.
Mike Trout took a walk in the first inning. And with 12 home runs to date.
to get Mike Trout a walk in the first. It's 2-0.
Wonder what goes through the mind of a young pitcher like Richard Fitz when he faces a legendary hitter like Mike Trout. Particularly for the first time.
Dick Fitz doing his job today, though. There's a strike.
Do you even look?
So far, don't want to fucking jinx him. Probably just did.
I mean, I hated playing third base against this guy because this is some of the quickest hands in the game. They'll turn on some.
2-2.
Still flinch when he swings. You know, going back to that conversation about the Angels too, they haven't been really super successful since they stopped.
Dude, these kindergartners need to shut the fuck
They
up.
don't get those offensive players you pointed out, but it's like, what's going on with the pitching side of things? When you look back in like 02,
I'm gonna
it's like
fucking punch myself.
Percival, I mean, Lackey, Washburn, Aaron Seeley, guys at that time that were really good.
Yeah, when they won the World Series. And in there for strike 3.
That's strike 3. I have to
Sets
pee.
down Mike Trout 2 Ks in that inning as Fitz breezes in the third.
And now a serious word from our consultant.
How on earth do you talk about all the serious fun in a season pass in 30 seconds? Deep breath. It's montage time. Rides, funnel cakes, giant plushies. Ooh, that looks refreshing. Upside down loops, an all-new Super Boomerang coaster. What? Ice cream, more funnel cakes, this whatchamacallit. Unlimited games, unlimited family time, unlimited parking, unlimited rides, unlimited fun. Wait, did I even say funnel cake?
Six Flags. We're serious about fun.
Oh, we did.
Great. Wait, why is Danny DeVito fishing in here?
Oh, that doesn't matter. This is a Jersey Mike's commercial. So what matters most is your sub and that sub bowl. Don't tell anybody about my secret spot. Where the subs matter most. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. 'cause you look so fine that I really wanna make you mine.
Introducing Traveler Whiskey from Buffalo Trace Distillery. Traveler's been tasted, selected, and perfected to be everything it should be. A premium whiskey that speaks for itself. Traveler is made to be enjoyed exactly how you like it. Neat, on the rocks, or in your favorite cocktail. Traveler Whiskey. Easy to drink, hard not to love.
At BetMGM, everyone gets a welcome offer. So whether you're courtside trying to hit the over or up here trying to hit the under, or hitting that win with your...
Trevor Story has the hit in the game so far. 2-run single in the first inning. He's going to lead off the fourth against Kikuchi. For the Sox, 2 runs on 3 hits. Nothing across. 1 hit for the Angels against Richard Fitz. Rafaela on deck. And the lefty with a 1-0. So Trevor sitting at 41 runs batted in as the Red Sox begin their next 81 games as of this afternoon. Red Sox 7th in the American League in batting average, right about the middle of the pack, but 3rd in runs scored. Only the Angels struck out more often than the Red Sox. We fan 6 times today against Kikuchi. Two will be up high. Of course, the overriding factor for the Red Sox, I mean, the one we always point to when things go south seemingly, is the errors. Red Sox have made 69 errors. That is #1 in the majors. Downstairs. So there are some things the Red Sox do well. And when they're doing a lot of those things, they've had pockets where they've looked very good. There have been not enough of those pockets. And they have been wildly inconsistent. Trevor Story was talking about that after last night's defeat. Consistency. Giant issue. He's going to cut it to strike 3. Kikuchi fans, the first man in the 4th inning.
Yeah, Kikuchi did not throw one fastball in that at bat after Trevor hit his 97 hard to left, and that at bat where he had the single in the RBIs. It was all off speed right there.
Cedon 0 for 1. He's tapped to second. A sunlit afternoon here in Southern California. What else to do there? One thing the Red Sox have had on this trip is spectacular weather in all 3 cities. Seattle, San Francisco, and now
I don't like this.
Oh, this is here in Anaheim. Not always the case in Seattle. Of course, you always have the roof. Swing and a miss. He claims another victim, a strikeout.
Number 2
now for Kikuchi, and 2 down. Viva Tequila Seltzer is the official hard seltzer of Boston Red Sox coverage on NESN. Available at all locations at Luke's Liquors across Cape. Stottlemyre 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Flies that one down the line. Long run here for the 3rd baseman, Rengifo. He can't get to it. So final strike 1 on Marcelo Meyer.
Rengifo is one of those players who's always smiling. Always. Batting practice, during the game. Just about make a heck of a play on this one. And to cover a lot of ground. He's shaded over, basically playing at shortstop with the lefty Meyer up there.
Come on, Marcelo.
Nobody aboard, 2 down. And the lefty works.
1-1.
Kikuchi's career high is 13 strikeouts. He did that last year against the Giants. Was behind 2-1 here on Marcelo.
2-1 count.
It's a guy too. You can always feel like you can book him for 3 or 4 walks, and he just walked 1 today, but it was a big one.
Rattle behind the back, fair ball. Shonwell will take it to first base. The Red Sox only up there for 3 hitters.
All right, so that'll end. Or that'll bring us to the bottom of the 4th inning here.
The beach. To Corona, she isn't just a place. She
In a
is
2-0
an
ball game.
element. And with salt and spray, she shoves us relentlessly into the present. That's what's inside every bottle of Corona. So no matter where your journey takes you, with just a squeeze of lime, the beach is always closer than you think. Corona, La Playa awaits.
Hey Verilux, can you imagine the progressive lens of the future?
You mean a lens engineered with artificial intelligence, powered by individual measurements of your visual behavior? A lens personalized to you by an Essilor expert optician. Discover Verilux XR Track progressive lenses and experience instant sharp vision in motion and seamless transitions from near to far. Verilux by Essilor.
So I put $5 on no hits in the bottom of the
Is your outdoor
4th inning
space
here.
in a slump? Bring out the heavy hitters and take the field with a winning lineup of Steel outdoor power tools. Shop online or in store at your local Steel dealer.
On a distant world, darkness marched ever closer. In the hour of reckoning, you stood as one. And all
We move on to the last half of the 4th inning, 2-0. Red Sox have the lead here. They are desperate for the win. They've dropped 4 consecutive games. Trying not to come home 3-6 on this trip. As Taylor Ward hits, he's gone 0 for 1. And then Adele and then Darno.
Fitz through 3 innings already has 11 swing and miss, which is a great sign for him.
In there for a called strike. He hit a batter and walked a man in the 1st inning. Since then, he's only allowed 1 hit. Only given up 1 for the game, but that's the only other base runner. Out toward the gap. Cedon trying to run it down. He lunges and gets to it with that quick step.
Just instincts, right? He just, and AC talks about it. Look, it's just his first step quickness and route efficiency. Watch when this ball's hit. 1 step, straight line, exactly where he needs to be. There's not many balls that go up in the gaps that I'm not confident Cedon's going to get to.
Aren't you so happy that all the conversation about moving him to an infield spot is over with? Adele will swing at the first one and pop it foul back in the stands.
I just want to see him get some hardware for it. If he plays 140 plus games up there, he's going to get it.
Jesus Christ.
It's not him trying to do extra. It's just his natural ability to go get the baseball.
Good breaking ball in there, frozen. 0-2. Adele has been a menace in the month of June. Again, 9 home runs this month, 16 for the year. But Fitz struck him out in their first meeting. Swinging a drive out to left field. Racing back to Rand, turning.
Yeah, that's a home run.
That one's gone.
And there goes $5. And that'll make it a 2-1 ball game. Sox still have the lead, but Joe Adell home run there. What about 433?
Joe Adell will touch a ball, slugging one to left field, and cuts the Red Sox lead in half.
Yeah, that was tattooed. You know, the slider-sweeper combo has been really good for Fitz. He's been keeping it away from righties. That one spins middle, and this is 433 feet. It's deep out there to left. It's 390 just to the wall where he hit it out, and it cleared by a lot.
Swinging a high fly to right center. That's deep. Rafaela racing back, and that one's out of here.
Oh my God!
Darnell going
Are you
back to
fucking
back to
serious?
tie the game 2-2.
Travis d'Arnaud, fucking back-to-back home runs.
And traveled 394 feet.
Well, Fitz is frustrated with that one because that's a fastball. It's actually above the zone. That's not a bad pitch. That's exactly where he wanted to make that pitch. About a ball above the strike zone. D'Arnaud just goes up and gets it. And a lot of times with four-seamer of that type of velocity, all you have to do is touch it.
Well, this game is now retied.
Back to the ball. The ball can fly to right field here during the day.
Wade will swing away and knock a foul. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. So the Angels go back-to-back and erase the Red Sox lead here in the 4th inning. Wade will lay off the breaking ball and a called strike. It is not a good hitting Angels team. It's a good home run hitting team. Base hit in center field.
Base hit.
That's 3 consecutive hits here in the 4th. So Fitz suddenly getting touched up after cruising the last couple innings.
Yeah, he's finding a little more of the middle of the plate with his slider. And that was another one that ends up being pretty close to middle. To this point, everything had been working off the plate away, and then fastballs were finding the edge and top of the zone.
So Bailey out to the hill for a conversation in front of Luis Rengifo, who singled in his only plate appearance. Now the Angels have 4 hits, the Red Sox 3. Its pitching line to the moment is brought to you by Ace Ticket. Ace Ticket with the best seats at the lowest prices. Last night, the Red Sox played their major league high 14th extra inning game at 5-9. It's the most of any club in their first 81 games since the 2016 Atlanta Braves. Down into the Durkin block, and we mentioned this coming on the air, was also the 19th loss by 1 run for the Red Sox. When you consider they have lost 41 games and 19 of them have been by 1 run, that's a gut punch.
15 of them have been walk-offs. 7 they've won, 8 they've lost. It's also the most by any team through 81 games, going back to the Cubs back in 2009.
As you said earlier, the key is to have a 2-run lead late, because the Red Sox have won a number of those games. Fairly high number, but 1-run losses really stick. Check swing downstairs. Red Sox got a couple of quick runs today, but they've had a really hard time scoring runs on this road trip for the most part. 2-1. A little bit high. Was behind Rengifo, 3-1. Only 1 away and a base runner at first. Wade gets his lead off the bag, and a 3-1 from Richard Fitz. Red Sox and the Angels wrap up their season series here today. 3-2. The Angels winning 2 out of 3 at Fenway, and they've taken the first 2 games here in Anaheim. Long at bat here by Rengifo. Pitch number 7. And it will continue with Scott Kingery on deck.
That slider, this inning, it's been fine in the middle of the plate a little bit more. Angels have been making them pay on it. Away with that one.
Fitz trying to put him away. But it goes. Foul off once more. 84-mile-an-hour four-seamer, and he knocked that foul. That means the Red Sox are going to get an active bullpen with a pitch count to 78. And it's going to be Zach Keller.
Oh, great.
To get started.
Let's just destroy this game even more.
Foul balls off Richard today. And a pitch runner taken off, and another one fouled back. It's fouled off 6. It's going to be at least a 10-pitch at bat for the pesky Rengifo. Came in hitting .215 with 4 home runs. On holes this time, and a swing and a miss to put him away. With that slider, and 2 down. 5 for Fitz on the day. In front of Kingery, who's 0 for 1. Tied up 2-2, back-to-back home runs in the inning for the Angels. Adele and d'Arnaud.
I think maybe this was his last batter. Feels that way with the top of the lineup coming up after this.
And Shonowell on deck. On the 0-1. Strung together 3 consecutive hits in this inning. The home runs and the base hit by Wade. All with 1 out. And Rengifo strikes out after a long at bat. And 2 strikes on Kingery. And down he goes, Hackett. 96 miles an hour, so he strikes out 2 in the inning, but gives up the 2 bombs.
Yep, gives up 2 home runs, back-to-back solo home runs to tie the game up at 2-2. As we head to the 5th inning here.
All-Star Week starts at Truist Park with the HBCU Swingman Classic, presented by T-Mobile and powered by the MLBPA Youth Development Foundation.
Anaheim, California.
July 11th, 7 p.m. Get tickets at allstargame.com/swingman.
Thank you. Hey, what do you do here?
Get a gig that's built to last.
Well, that's a great baseball comment, and good guess, by the way. Good luck trying to hit that, man. It's unhittable.
This is the show that never ends. Take my hand and come with me because you never see it. I really want to make it right.
You gonna be my...
fifth inning getting underway in there for a strike on Nate Eaton. Red Sox find themselves suddenly tied up 2-2 after back-to-back home runs by the Angels. Yusei Kikuchi back at it. That's a foul out of play. Struck out 8 today. Looked like the Red Sox had him on the ropes in the first inning. An error, a couple of hits, and a walk. Trevor Story got him for a 2-run single. He settled in after that. Inning 5 is powered by Salem 5 Bank. Two down into the dirt. It'll be Ref Snyder next and then Jaron Duran. Red Sox have lost their last couple of series after winning 4 consecutive series. So it has been a roller coaster. Full count here on Eaton. The 3-2 on the way. And struck him out.
Strike 3.
Kikuchi records his 9th strikeout. He gets Eaton for the second time. And he has been all sorts of trouble for Rob Refsnyder.
He has. It's been the changeup. This was the slider right here to strike out Eaton. Backdoor slider. Pitch he throws more than any other.
The season high is 10 strikeouts. He jumps in front of Rob, who he has struck out 2 times. He came in 6 for 13 lifetime against the lefty. Behind again 0-2. Nobody aboard, 1 down here to the 5th inning. And the 34-year-old left-hander will miss away. Try to get him to chase something off the plate. That changeup again. So Richard Fitz giving up the home runs. Probably cost himself an opportunity to go much deeper in the game. That one is fouled away. And he's had 9 starts in his major league career. He has yet to taste a win. Red Sox are 0-9 in them. Needs a little good luck. And 2-2 to count.
Kikuchi went 97 in. The pitch before that, I feel like watching enough baseball, you realize lefty's hard fastball in. I set up that changeup down and away. He missed with it there. He tried to go to it, and that's been the pitch he struck out Refsnyder his first 2 at-bats on.
2-2 and got him again. He snuck in a slider there to strike him out for the 3rd time. And a 10 in the book for Kikuchi today. 2 up, 2 down in the Red Sox 5th.
Don't see this very often from Rob Refsnyder against lefties, right? And then today, outside of that first inning, Kikuchi's had good stuff. That slider fastball combination, and then obviously the changeup to mix in against right-handed batters.
Jaron Duran 0 for 2 reached on an error, scored a run in the first inning, and has since struck out.
So 2 outs.
And now it's Guerrero up in the Red Sox bullpen. And Kikuchi's 0-1. Downstairs a ball on Duran.
Right, hitting 256 with a 715 OPS, 5 home runs, 38 RBIs.
This deep into the season. He's batting out of the 2-hole today with Refsnyder the leadoff man. 1-2.
I love my boy Duran. That's one to do good things, man.
Teams in all of baseball here today. And Kikuchi has fanned 10 to tie his season high. And now we'll deal a 1-2. And put another one in the book as he strikes out Jarren Duran. Yusei Kikuchi strikes out the side in the 5th. He's up to 11 Ks today.
So number 3.
It's all the same, business and baseball. The data gives you the framework in which to go out and compete. Making those key decisions at key moments and then knowing the impact, that's the magic.
Sage is helping business leaders like Hal Ripken Jr. make smarter, faster decisions.
How do you sleep at night? On a mattress from Mattress Firm. So I sleep.
At the July 4th sale, get a Sealy King bed for a queen price and save up to $700. Plus, get a free adjustable base. Get matched at Mattress Firm. Sleep at night.
Boarding passes?
Check.
Kids?
Check. Did we get upgraded?
Let me check. Yep.
Just checking on you. American checks all the right boxes to get you there.
Hi, Phil Swift here for Flex Face Clear, the crystal clear paste that can waterproof and protect virtually anything. This is my giant fire hose. Water splashes right through the untreated newspaper, but that newspaper has been coated with Flex Face Clear. This transparent coating protects the surface and stops water dead in its tracks. Get Flex Face Clear.
Baseball is built on rituals. Some cherished classics, some new traditions. From the field to the fans. Rituals are what make the game.
Go to the bullpen, buy4now.com. Call to the bullpen. It'll be Guerrero to take over.
So Luis Guerrero is in the pitch in the bottom of the 5th.
Pitched threw the ball very well. 6 strikeouts, 4 hits in 4 innings. Did allow back-to-back home runs in the 4th inning. Touching 98.
Yeah, I thought his stuff looked good. You know, just had a couple pitches leak over the middle of the plate for him. Angels trying to see if that got a piece of Shanuel. So they don't want to look at it.
Shanuel, their top of the order, is flied out 2 times, once to right field, once to left. That'll be a ball. 2-0. Red Sox got out quickly, 2-0. Trevor Story in the 1st inning with a 2-run single. Looked like they might knock Kikuchi around. Anything but since then. He has struck out 11. You made the point during the commercial break, and that was a great point, that last night watching Crochet, he appeared so dominant, and he was. Struck out 10 in 7 innings. That's going to be ball 4. And Kikuchi through 5 has more than that.
Yeah, 11 through 5, and it just doesn't feel that way. But he's missing a ton of bats.
A leadoff walk and brings up Moore, who's been hit by a pitch and struck out. He was their hero last night. Game-tying and game-winning home runs. It was pretty good comedy when he went barreling into 3rd with that 10th inning hit that he thought had only tied the game, and he thought he had a triple. But Chris Siegel, who at that time was the 3rd base umpire, Chris is over at 2nd today, got right up close to him, twirling the finger around, saying, "You can go home. That was a home run." It wasn't readily apparent at the time to very many people that had gotten out. And breaking ball and miss.
Yeah, they cleared by less than a foot out right center. You know, there's only about a ledge of about, I don't know, 8-10 inches maybe. So you can't really tell, because if it hits the wall, it comes right back into play.
Shanuel on at 1st. And a 4-seamer not there to make it 3-0. Guerrero at times can be quite wild. When he throws strikes, he's absolutely dominant, but
it's 7 balls in a row.
You can take a walk on the wild side. And strike to end that run. Tied up 2-2. Mike Trout to follow. And fouled back. Every night when we leave the ballpark, we go down on the field, down the right field line. We walk right over the grass off to the warning track in right field. And this is such a superb field. It's 3-2 hammered on a one hop. Flag down by Story.
Nice.
Second, he'll get it out there.
That'll be out number 1.
Is Christian Moore with 1 away.
They still runner at first.
Good play by Trevor to get to that range way over in the 6 hole to glove this one. Good look here. It's hit off the end. Trevor covers a lot of ground off his back foot. Marcelo, still learning second base, not really having that internal clock there yet to know that maybe it would have been somewhat of a close play had he turned and made that throw to first base, but I don't think he's turning that double play.
I would agree. Travel to walk and a K today. This might be the best field in the big leagues, certainly in the running.
Yeah,
it's definitely
the climate's right. That's for sure.
Not many bad hops on this one.
I mean, day games are always a little sketchy because it dries out and you get those cleat marks where guys are running. So you can still get some weird hops, but the surface is just one of the best, if not the best.
Man out. Untempted. 3-0. So another 3-ball count. Trying to keep it away from one of the great players of his generation. Walked it. That was non-competitive. Trout will take the base first and second.
Tune in for Friday night Fenway at 5:30 as Adam goes one-on-one with Alex Cora, only on NESN and streaming on NESN 360. This Friday night Fenway matchup is fueled by the Friendly Toast.
Another mound visit here by Andrew Bailey. Guy who can certainly turn on a fastball, Taylor Ward. He's gone 0 for 2. Guerrero with 2 walks in the inning. At this point, once again, another low hit game. Angels with 4, Red Sox with 3. Angels with home runs back to back off of Richard Fitz in the 4th inning. To climb in. 19 home runs, 53 runs batted in for him. So he's on pace to drive in 100 runs. Been a good run producer so far for them.
This pocket of Trout, Ward, Adele right now is a tough one to get through. A lot of loud noises coming off those guys' bats.
2 on and 1 out. Guerrero having a hard time throwing strikes.
And nobody's up, so.
Shut the fuck up.
It's like Bernie's moving around a little bit down there. He's not throwing you. Got the jacket off.
Bernardino's got a lot of friends and family here. Going to miss inside and a hitter's count for Ward. This is a dangerous spot. 3-1. The runners on at first and second. So 4 3-ball counts. He's only faced 4 men. 3-1.
Foul off.
Up man foul out of play.
3-2.
I feel like the sliders. He's throwing a ton of them right now just because he can't throw his fastball for strikes. if it keeps going to the breaking ball. You got to think these guys are just going to go up there and sit on it.
Payoff pitch to Taylor Ward. And fastball.
And that's strike three. There you go.
He struck him out. They made a pitch.
I'll tell you what, Ward was not expecting fastball there. They've been all breaking balls to just about everyone once he figured out, okay, I don't have great command of that pitch. But he dug deep right there to find a fastball and dotted at the bottom of the zone. Ward just waiting for that to turn into a slider and break down in the dirt, and it stays right there. Made a big pitch.
At 97. Here's Adele. Homered his last time up. His 17. Angels with a couple of base runners and a 2-2 tie in the 5th. And that'll drop in for a strike. Got the sweeper in there at 83. 1 ball, 1 strike. Adele has been one of the top home run hitters this month in Major League Baseball. And he'll go up the middle.
That's a base hit.
Here comes the run.
That'll
It's
score a
fouled
run.
by Rafaela in center field. He had no play at the plate anyway. And the Angels
That'll make it a
take the lead.
3-2 ball game.
Adele
Angels
continues
lead.
a fine month of June. His second RBI today. And it's 3-2. Trout moving down to second.
Now fastball here, 98. Outer third. Adele just stays hot, stays in the middle of the field, takes a single right up the middle. Sagan did field it cleanly, but as you said, Dave, no play at home by the time he was getting that ball out.
Over 110 off the bat. Adele does hit it hard. Here's Darno. Blasted a home run last time up.
Strike 1 to Darno.
So the Red Sox
The
have
212, the 624 OPS, 4 home runs, 11 RBIs.
In the 5th.
Had a home run earlier.
Smoked down the line.
It's foul. Strike 2.
No turning on that pitch, but a foul ball, and it's 0-2. Mike Trout at second, Joe Adele at first. And Guerrero with the 2-strike pitch. Shattered back.
Yeah, that's a base hit.
Mike Trout around.
Which will score another run. So now it's a 4-2 ball game. The Red Sox have fucking blown it.
And it's 4-2 the Angels.
Angels lead 4-2.
He came in a 207 hitter. He's driven in 2 runs today.
Sweeper here from Guerrero, outer half. Darno hits it off the end of the bat, breaks his bat in half, but gets enough of it to dump it in, drive in another run.
Alex Cora out. He is calling for Bernardino, and we'll take the break as well. It's now
So
4-2.
Brand Bernardino's coming into the
Angels have
game.
the lead in the 5th.
Dear Triathlon, let's splash through rushing rivers, take on iconic trails, and race straight to the top. What's the point of winning if you can't kick back and enjoy the view? Yours, Toyota SUVs.
Right now, you can lease RAV4, the #1 selling vehicle in America, for just $319 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Deep down, you've always had something special. But you have to go when no one's watching. To see how special you really are.
It's on. Your money is now changing hands without actually ever having to change hands. It morphs into bits of data and shoots from your phone to your friend Frankie, who just picked up the brunch bill. Thanks, Frankie. If you can pay anyone, anywhere instantly, your insurance should be able to pay your claims instantly. It's about time insurance does that. Lemonade. Changing insurance, starting with everything.
With the new U.S. Bank Smartly Visa Signature Card, you can earn an unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase.
You're trying to elude me, Mr. Falcon, but
Those are electric, powerful, and safe for indoor or outdoor use. You can get 15% off right now at KenyonGrills.com. David Willwood in. Red Sox have fallen behind.
This game is going by very long.
Back to the bullpen. Bernardino, his 35th appearance. 3.10 ERA. It's a little higher on the road, though. 4.15 for the lefty. And Hill and Hare runners at first and third.
Pace this game is very slow. It's like a
two down.
Pre-pitch clock game, honestly.
On one hop. Stopped by Trevor Story. Stayed right with it. Got the out. Side retired, but 2 runs in, 4-2.
Want $1,000 weight loss medication for $50? It all starts with Rose Free Insurance Check. Just upload your insurance card to see if you have coverage. Then relax. We fight for you so you can get the lowest price possible. Did we mention it was free to check? Over 100,000 people have qualified for a $50 copay through Roe. Are you next? Start with your free insurance check at roe.com/check.
At University of Maryland Global Campus, every week you learn something new, and it just enhances skills that you're bringing to the table. You should never want to stop learning. There's new things that happen every day with technology. You can immediately just jump right in and use those skills. Because of my degree from UMGC, I feel confident. I have the background when I walk into any room. And you can go conquer anything in the world with UMGC.
ACE's new Yard RX program prescribes the best lawn care, specific to your yard's needs, delivered every season. Because when you want greener grass, less weeds, and fewer bugs, now you can get a personal prescription delivered to you from the helpful folks at ACE. You'll get everything you need at our best price each season, guaranteed. From our store to your front door, with service so good it's guaranteed.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware.
They're already stars, but now you can make them all stars. Vote in the 2025 Pro Spirit MLB All-Star ballot up to 5 times daily. Show your favorite players how much you want to see them play in Atlanta. And new this.
It is now 4-2 Angels in the 6th, and we told you about the Cutter Crawford news at the top of the telecast, but if you missed it, Red Sox manager Alex Cora announced Cutter Crawford set to have wrist surgery. Says he talked with him today. Naturally, the emotions are down. It's been a tough year for him, Cora says, from spring training and getting ready for this season and now this. The injury in question, he says, happened off the field. Cora mentioned he didn't want to go into details, but it wasn't from being irresponsible or anything off the field. He said, this isn't disappointing. It was just an accident. It sucks it happened this way. Cutter is likely, guys, going to be out for the remainder of the year.
That's very tough news. He had a number of setbacks.
So yeah, Cutter Crawford, it looks like will not have a single pitch for the Red Sox this year.
As we said, when you couple what's going on with Tanner Houck along with Cutter Crawford, 2 guys the Red Sox were really going to rely on this year. And neither one of them have been able to help. With a mile-high pop-up into right center, coming on Adele, and gets in to make the play. Only 1 for 3 in the first down, 6th inning.
To your point, you're hoping Cutter was going to be a big part. You didn't know if he was going to be in the rotation or not. If he was going to make that back into the bullpen, or if he was going to be a long guy at the pen, which I think he'd be really effective in that spot. And then you had an all-star in Tanner Houck, who, whether it's mechanical or physical or whatever's going on with him, just hadn't been the same guy either.
Well, that's a real mystery. As Narvaez gets in, he's got 1 for 2 with a base hit. When you think back, and I know it was half the season because he had a really hard time after the All-Star break, talking about Tanner Houck, but that first half last year, he was good enough to be included in Cy Young conversation. That's how good Tanner was. What happened to that guy? Made the All-Star team. Red Sox have to figure that one out. Here comes the 1-1. Check swing, little lob shot, and the second baseman. Moore will grab that for out number 2, bring up Wilyer Abreu.
So here comes Wilyer.
Tell you what, Kikuchi does a good job of just keeping guys off balance, whether it's changing speeds with his pitches or working both sides of the plate. But he just kind of lives between the chalk lines, right? His misses aren't big. It's a lot of odd swings.
Ray will swing immediately, pop it up.
Yeah, that'll be out number 3. I have to pee.
They go 1, 2, 3. That was his 6th pitch. 6th inning for Kikuchi.
Very fast inning there. A very long game.
This right here, the legendary light beer, the originator, the inventor. If this can could talk, it'd tell stories about that one time, that night, that one guy, that one gal, writing a story 50 years long and 50 million friends wide. Legendary stories start with a light. Here's the 50 years of Miller Time.
Today, we accomplished nothing. I mean it, not a thing. And it was kinda everything. Life's a trip. Make the most of it at Best Western.
Eczema isn't the same for everyone, but with Ebglyss, people with moderate to severe eczema can have real results, like skin that's still more clear at 1 year. Don't use if you're allergic to Ebglyss. Allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Eye problems can occur. Tell your doctor if you have new or worsening eye problems. You should not receive a live vaccine when treated with Ebglyss. Before starting Ebglyss, tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection. Ask your doctor about once monthly Ebglyss.
Sometimes you just need a moment. Self-care has never been this easy. Gummy vitamins from Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist recommended vitamin and supplement brand.
If you love to travel, Capital One
I have
has
an
a rewards
animal.
credit card that opens up a world of possibilities. With Venture X, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy.
It's Christmas in June here at Angel Stadium, by the way.
It's June 25th. It's halfway till Christmas.
Got Hefo leading things off, bottom of the 6th, 4-2 the Angels.
This is kind of the weather I have down in Florida, late December.
Yeah, it's just like this, isn't it?
Similar, which is actually odd because like 3 or 4 years ago we had a day it was like record cold. It's like 35 degrees in South Florida, which is never.
Chester, I love you.
Hefo will eye a strike. Yeah, you got the swimming pool, and you got all the neighbors' kids over, the barbecue going. Oh yeah, can see you on that grill, man. I don't know if anybody else will get anything to eat when you're on the grill. Good boy, with your appetite.
Chester's like, Sam doesn't need me. He has Brendan Bernardino.
But you know, the one thing they're not doing here,
he is fucking good,
in celebrating Christmas in June, is they're not playing Christmas carols during the breaks in between innings. Did not offer, and that's a letdown. They missed something here.
So is it both? I know it was yesterday. Is it today too?
Oh sure.
I mean, I know they saw the wreaths and the big tree up front, but to your point, I haven't heard one Christmas song.
Very disappointing. No Bing at all.
You're gonna do it.
Back.
Do it.
Yes, go all the way in.
Have like a station with Santa where kids can come talk to him.
Now you're talking.
I like them all.
See, if you brought your daughters here for Christmas in June, they would be deeply disappointed there's no Santa here. 2-2. Moves it back. He went down on all fours. 3-2. runs, 6 hits for the Angels, 2 runs, only 3 hits for Boston. Angels with a sweep in mind here today. Now pitch. Hammered. Snagged by Eaton. He steadies, guns, and it gets right by Gonzalez.
The fuck?
An opportunity to make a play. Eaton skipped it though, and Gonzalez had no shot at that. So Rengifo will be safe.
Rengifo hit this ball hard. It's a really good play by Eaton to get there to the line and glove it. Now, that been a little more closer to Gonzalez. He has a better chance to pick it, but you see how it's towards right field, and he has to step out towards almost second base to try and pick it. That makes it a lot tougher for a first baseman.
Will be a base hit. Second of the day for Rengifo. Brings up Scott Kingery, the shortstop, who's gone 0 for 2. 7 hits now for the Angels. Shows a bunt, drops it down. That's a beauty.
Oh shit!
That's a base hit.
Honestly, I'm not mad about that. That was good.
He pushed it by the
That was a
mound
good ass
into
bunt.
no man's land. It was a done deal. Have we seen more bunting on this trip than we have all year?
Feels like it. You see where Myers playing up the middle, so it's just wide open for him. He's probably trying to push it even harder than that, where it'll get to the dirt and keep going. Then you probably have first and third. Because with that defensive alignment, there's just nobody. It's vacant over there. That's why Bernie was chasing it.
Back-to-back singles to begin the 6th inning.
That flips the lineup over now.
He brings up Shonwell, leadoff man. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. They start getting into the very tough part of their order. 2-1 and none out. Shonwell has flied to right, flied to left, and taken a walk. Good eye up there. He shows bunt and flicks it foul.
Fouled off.
Bunting parade continues.
Bunt.
Alex Cora said a few weeks ago the Red Sox were going to have to play the game a little bit differently. It was actually going back to the time when Bregman was injured. Pop up here, drifting back Story. The infield fly road ball.
That's number 2. Or number 1.
Shonwell retired in front of Christian Moore, 1 away. Moore with a 0 for 2, and he was also hit by a pitch so far today.
Cora's coming out and take out Bernardino.
It'll be Zach Kelly.
I don't agree with that.
We'll take that break as well. A couple of base runners here for the Angels. They're on top 4-2, 6th inning.
I don't agree with that, but that's my manager right there. And if he makes a decision, we gotta go with it.
Wild for your feisty spirit on the
Fucking
field,
love my
Leo,
manager.
and you're used to hamming it up to the roar of their delight. But you've been pushing yourself since opening day, so it's time to take refuge in the clubhouse and recharge your battery. Taking time to focus on rest and recovery will only make the crowds more excited when you step back onto the diamond.
The God in Super World Box.
3 ice cold Jägermeister shots, please. Those look warm.
Serve it cold or don't serve it at all. Jägermeister. Damn, that's cold.
The best mattress deals so you can get your best sleep. Only during the 4th of July mattress sale at Raymore and Flanagan. Save hundreds on top brands. Get $500 off Tempur-Pedic Breeze and more. Don't miss 4th of July mattress deals at Raymore and Flanagan.
Who's gonna stop me? Who's gonna stop me, copy? Who's gonna stop me? Who's gonna stop me? Watch me flex on them. Yeah, see my fit, it's a fit. Yeah, I'm fit. Take a flick. See my fit, it's a fit. It's a fit. See my fit, it's a fit. Yeah, I'm fit. Take a
on Nesson is brought to you by Nissan. Fuel your epic summer with a test drive at the Nissan Summer Sales Event. And by the great folks at Sullivan Tire and Auto Service, celebrating 70 years in business. More trouble for the Red Sox pitching staff. Zach Kelly will have a couple of base runners as he takes on Christian Moore. With runners at first and second, already a 4-2 lead for the Angels. Moore has scored one of those runs. He's the third man out of the pen today for Alex Cora.
Good cutter right there to start. It's kind of been his pitch of choice his last few outings. He's got that sweeper, good changeup, live arm with the fastball. He's one of those guys too, you're just waiting for him to put it all together because the stuff is there.
180 up, sinker 97.
Yeah, if you're able to play at 92 mile/per-hour cutter away and then run two-seamer at 97 in on the hands, if you're commanding that, good luck. Now you're 0-2 and you can get real nasty.
He'll bring the 0-2 pitch to the youngster Moore. And that's in there for strike three. Good morning, good afternoon, good night to set him down.
I'll tell you what, 98 was sink painted at the bottom of the zone in a count where most hitters are looking for something to break out of the zone. In an 0-2 count, it just sticks at 98. Narvaez does a good job of pulling that back up into the zone, getting the call.
Now Mike Trout with 2 on. Mike has run 2 walks today and struck out looking. The 3-time most valuable player in the American League. So far 12 home runs. That number down because of that knee injury. Just .455 this season with runners in scoring position and 2 out. That's all. And Hefo and Kingery get their leads and 1-1. Checked his swing, it was inside.
And kind of leaning out over the plate, looking for that cutter again. It's just off that previous pitch, that cutter away. That one, two-seamer, that was one that runs in.
2-1 to the New Jersey native. And that'll be a base hit.
That's a base hit.
Van Hefel coming around, he will score.
Fucking score.
Kingery down to third.
That'll make it a 5-2 fucking ball game.
I'll tell you what, Zach Kelly made a pitch. It got all in on the hands of Mike Trout. Sometimes this is just a brutal game at times. I mean, that's a really good pitch off the plate in, off the pine tar. Mike Trout's bat, and he just dunks it in right over the looping Roman.
Strong guy. First and third, 2 away, and Taylor Ward now, he's 0 for 3. So it gets tougher and tougher here in this last game of the road trip. Red Sox trailing by 3.
That's a strike.
Ward hitless in this one. To this point, Red Sox have done a pretty good job on him. Except for 4 walks the other night. And that'll drift in there for a strike. He's on a roll 0-2. Just a 209 hitter with the 19 home runs.
This is fucking dumb, man. I fucking hate this
Into
team.
the last 3 innings. And just off the plate, I guess. Not much.
Well, 0-2, that's where you want it, right? I don't think you're going to get hurt just off the plate. I thought this might have caught the corner.
Can still come back.
Maybe a seam of it did. It's a good pitch.
I love this team.
First and third for the Angels. And Chopper foul. They'll do it again. No baseball tomorrow for the Red Sox. They'll be getting in the wee hours of the morning on a long flight from Southern California. Back at it on Friday against Toronto. And the pitching for the Red Sox will go Bayo, Giolito, and Buehler. Bounced up there to block by Narvaez. It's Zephyr-John going in their bullpen. Be a break for the Red Sox. Here comes the 2-2. And that's going to be inside, a little bit high. Say Kikuchi through 6 innings has struck out 11. Red Sox will not mind seeing him depart the scene. Another with a 3-2.
Strike 3. I have to piss.
Down he goes Hackett. He had another run. It's now 5-2 the Angels.
It's all the same, business and baseball. The data gives you the framework in which to go out and compete. It's the hypotheticals. What happens if this happens? What if it's a line drive? What if it's a ball in the gap? You're doing all kinds of possibilities so that when it happens, you can make the right decision. Making those key decisions at key moments and then knowing the impact, that's the magic.
Sage AI-powered finance solutions are helping business leaders like Cal Ripken Jr. make smarter, faster decisions.
This message is Consultant approved.
How on earth do you talk about all the serious fun in a season pass in 15 seconds? It's montage time. Unlimited rides, unlimited games. Ooh, that looks refreshing. Ice cream, funnel cakes, coaster hair, board rides. How much time do I have?
We're serious about fun.
The beach. To Corona, she isn't just a place. She is an element. And with salt and spray, she shoves us relentlessly into the present. That's what's inside every bottle of Corona. So no matter where your journey takes you, with just a squeeze of lime, the beach is always closer than you think. Corona, La Playa awaits.
It's time. Yes, the time has come for a fresh approach to dog food. Every day, more dog.
And the left-hander Kikuchi will stay out there as we head to the 7th inning. Red Sox down by 3. Trevor Story had an outstanding early at bat. He drove in 2 in the 1st inning. It's been the high watermark though for the Red Sox against the lefty. Ripped down a foul. Since the base hit, he has struck out. One of 11 Ks in the book for Kikuchi.
11 strikeouts, 17 swings and misses, just 1 walk.
And a season-long issue for the Red Sox. Too many strikeouts. 1 and 2. Not been able to shake it for periods. And it's coincided with some good baseball. The Red Sox have lowered those strikeout totals from time to time, but it always seems to be lurking like a black cloud. The 1-2. Lunging gets a piece of it. Go back to Trevor's 2-run hit in the first inning, put the Red Sox ahead in the opening frame.
Came after a really good at-bat by Wilyer Abreu, and then Trevor, I thought one of his better at-bats all season. Worked the count, fouled off tough pitches, off-speed fastballs, both sides of the plate. Gets 97 down and in. The RBI hit.
Kikuchi coming in with a 2-6 record, but an ERA right now sitting at 2.82. So he's been better than the record by quite a bit. He wasn't great at Fenway earlier this month. He walked 5 guys in 5 innings, gave up 8 hits. There were a lot of base runners against him. They won that game over the Sox 4-3. He had no decision. Did he offer it? No, he held it, said Jim Wolf, in between working on those biceps.
Still jacked. It's the right call. He held off.
Set on Rafaela on deck. And the 2-2. Ground ball. That's going to be fair. Rengifo gets it over there in time. One down. One away in the Sox 7th. 99 pitches for the left-hander. Season and career high is 110.
Assuming they're trying to get him through this 7th. Third batter being the lefty and Marcelo.
Cedon 0 for 2. He's grounded to second and struck out. And Kikuchi with a 1-0. Kikuchi's best year in the U.S. was with Toronto 2 years ago. He went 11-6 with the Blue Jays with a 386, made 32 starts.
When he went over to Houston, he was pretty good too.
He did.
For that trade in the second half.
Went 5-1 with them in 10 starts. For the Astros. 76 strikeouts in 60 innings.
Yeah, he ended up being one of the better trade deadline acquisitions.
He jumps in front 1-2 on Cedon Rafaela. And will strike him out on a pitch in the dirt. Darno will collect it, lob onto first. That completes the strikeout, and that's 12 for Yusei Kikuchi. He is 1 away from his career high.
Ah! Everything down out of the zone, and Cedon just couldn't hold up.
So at 103 pitches, he's going to stay in to take on Marcelo Meyer. The crowd appreciates that.
Montgomery basically just going out there and say, hey, how you feeling? So to make sure we got a guy ready, you think you can get one more guy out. Not many guys are going to tell you no. The way he's throwing the ball today.
Marcelo today, a strikeout and a tapper to first. Kikuchi is set down 12 in a row, and he gets a swing and a foul tip of the plate. 0-1.
I get Marcelo in his back leg. I couldn't tell from up here.
Nate Eaton on deck, 2 down. Guess we'll never know. And the 0-1. Swinging a high fly ball into right field, but Wade is there, looking up into the sun, and will make the catch. Yusei Kikuchi comes up big today. Gets the Red Sox 1-2-3, retires 13 in a row.
To secure victory, drivers in F1 the movie need total focus. They also need to eat. KFC fill-ups are back. Enjoy 4 ways to fill up for just $7 each. And see F1 the movie in theaters June 27th. Rated PG-13.
It's the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event. Visit your local Kia dealer and look out for these stickers to take advantage of great deals. Right now, get 1.9% APR for up to 60 months plus 500 retail bonus cash on specially tagged 2025 Sportage and Sorento vehicles.
Look at that hottie, the Takis Fuego meal. Wendy's spicy chicken topped with crushed Takis chips and Fuego fries inspired by Takis. So Takis fans, you're welcome. And new Takis fans, good luck. For an intense new take on Takis, gotta be Wendy's.
In music, a hit can define a generation. In baseball, the right hit on draft night can change a franchise.
He is Mr. November.
The MLB Draft, presented by Nike, July 13th on MLB Network.
Maggie wants more without spending more. So she got Blink Outdoor 4 cameras with up to 2 years of powerful battery life.
Thank you so much.
With more convenience and more peace of mind. Blink and get more.
I'm Pro Baller Lonzo Ball, and some people say I got big hands.
Big ball. Bottom half of the 7th inning, and the Angels batting with a 5-2 lead. So we foul back. Off the bat of Joe Adell just made a difference in this one with 2 RBIs, a home run and a run-scoring single. Darno and then Wade against the Sox bullpen. Zach Kelly, 3rd man out of the pen today. Richard Fitz goes 4, gives up 2 runs on 4 hits, does not factor in the decision, but again, he has yet to pitch in a Red Sox win in 10 starts. We'll see how this one winds up. 1-1. Foul at the plate.
I thought Fitz's stuff looked good. Fastball's coming out hot. He was hitting the spots. The breaking balls were good. A couple mistakes there in his last inning over the heart of the plate, but overall, he was pretty good.
1-2 to Adell. Past him there. The breaking ball. The sweeper strikes him out. 1 away. And he is 2 for 4.
The sweeper here. The stuff so far from Zach Kelly has been some of the best we've seen from him as far as command goes. I know he gave up that RBI hit to Trout, but even that was a 97 mile per hour fastball off the hands. He just happened to dunk it in. He's making pitches.
Darno with a good day. Doing the catching, and he's whacked a home run, and he has a run-scoring single. Yankees have the lead in the East by 1 game over Tampa Bay, and by 2.5 over Toronto. In the Central, the Tigers became the first team in the majors to win 50 last night. They're 50-30. They lead Cleveland by 9.5 in that division. Sucked into left field, and a dive and a miss by Duran. That's going to bounce all the way up against the fence. Darno's had quite a day. Give him a double along with the single and the home run. He's 3 for 4. One out, 2 base hit in front of Lamont Wade.
Change up in the zone right there to Darno, and just catches this thing out front. Elevated change-ups. Righties like to feast on. Jared lays out, with the runner Darno, who's not fast at all. Just thinking, all right, if I miss this, at the most, it's a double.
Strike in there to Wade, who's got 1 for 3 with a base hit. Houston continues to get it done. They have a 4.5 game lead in the AL West against Seattle, 7 over these Angels. They need a win today to get to 500.
That's a foul off.
National League, Phillies by 1.5 games on the Mets. Cubs leading by 2.5 over Milwaukee and St. Louis in the Central, and out west it's the Dodgers on top of the Giants by 4.5. And the 0-2 for Kelly. Shattered bat will pop up back to the hill. He makes the catch.
So number
Back
2.
to second goes Darno with 2 down.
Well, Firewood. Tell you what, when Zach Kelly's got his good stuff and he's hitting his spots, it's an uncomfortable at bat, not only for righties but for lefties as well. I know he hung that change up to Darno, but outside of that, he's made some really good pitches.
The official attendance today at the Big A, 28,301. There's Menjifa will bat, looking for his 3rd hit. 5-2. Angels leading here. They've out hit the Red Sox 10-3. Look at the man in scoring position in Darno.
Do you have a exit velo on that liner to Zach Kelly, if you had a guess?
If I had to guess, I'd bet something like 37.
30. They're pretty close.
Not exactly a scorcher.
No.
But his pitch was enough to bust the bat.
Yeah, 98 on the fist.
Shattered that baby. Darno off the bag at second. And a trickle foul.
Caught off, 1-2.
Red Sox at the moment at 40-41, so they've played half their games. This road trip has been something of a whirlwind. Unfortunately, in the win-loss column, not a very good one. Bounced up there, couldn't find it for a moment, and now Narvaez will recover. Runner holding at second.
We're talking about Narvaez. Is that his arm or is that the umpire? I think it got Alan Porter.
I think it did.
From up here, I thought Narvaez chested it up, but that jumped past him.
Did get Alan on the
Marte was crying. I feel bad for him.
Just a little bit up.
Shit's fucked up.
On full count. And it's second and 2 down. Red Sox trailing by 3 runs. And we're getting late. They'll hang in there. Now pitch number 7 in this at bat coming up. And the 3-2 again from Kelly. Swing and a miss. Down he goes. He gets out of the inning. Despite the double, no harm done.
All right, well, that'll end the 7th inning. We head to the 8th inning here.
You make it through security so fast, the agents applaud. Your travel itineraries are so well written, they're on the bestseller list. And you have access to lounges that don't officially exist. That's why you rent with National, where you can skip the counter and choose any vehicle on the Emerald Isle. Because travel isn't a competition. Except that it is. And you're winning.
At University of Maryland Global Campus, every week you learn something new, and it just enhances skills that you're bringing to the table. You should never want to stop learning. There's new things that happen every day with technology. You can immediately just jump right in and use those skills. Because of my degree from UMGC, I feel confident. I have the background when I walk into any room. And you can go conquer anything in the world with UMGC.
They're already stars, but now you can make them all stars. Vote in the 2025 Pro Spirit MLB All-Star Ballot up to 5 times daily. Show your favorite players how much you want to see them play in Atlanta.
Hey, Google Cloud.
Well, Kikuchi was nasty today. See all the strikeouts from him, 6 of them on the slider, 3 on the curveball, 2 on the changeup. Didn't have to go to the fastball much, but he would go to it just to set up that slider, which was very good today.
12 strikeouts for him today. He's giving way to the bullpen, and Zephyr John near the 8th inning. 5-2 the Angels. He'll get 9-1-2 in the Red Sox batting order. And it's going to be Hamilton to lead things off. He will bat for Heat. And Roman Anthony on deck. They have brought on a right-hand pitcher. Lefty certainly did his thing. Red Sox have put out an announcement on the passing of Diego Segui, who pitched for 15 years. Member of the 74-75 Red Sox.
I never heard of that fucking guy.
Red Sox with the announcement, we mourn the passing of Diego Segui. We send our love to the Segui family. Hamilton's first at bat 179 coming in with 3 home runs.
David Hamilton.
And a 2-strike pitch.
And that'll be Chase. 1-2.
Lefty out there today. Roman did not start. He's coming off the bench late in the game in the finale of the road trip. It's going to be for foul. Roman 5 for 44 to start his big league career. A little conference on the mound here between Darno and Zephyr John. What are you seeing out of Roman these days? I mean, we've talked about him taking his walks and having a solid eye up there, but the hits haven't come yet.
No, they haven't come yet, but there's been a lot of hard contact. I do look at his at-bats. I think he's had some tough ones against some lefties. That have been tough matchups for him, but I know the numbers aren't what you want to see right now.
Number 1 up and over from second base makes the play.
And, I know you're not into the underlying metrics and all that, the other ways to explain players outside of just what you see when you watch the game, and more than what the batting average shows. But if you watch his at-bats,
so here comes Roman
they're
Anthony.
Mature at-bats. He's seeing pitches. He's working
hitting
counts.
114 on the year with a 505 OPS, 1 home run, 5 RBIs. Really hoping he can do something else here.
The fastball up. But other than that, he's looked calm up there, and I think the hits are going to start to come. It's a good player.
It definitely is.
In expected batting.
Like I said, look at his baseball savant page.
They use in the clubhouse and the hitting
all red.
Meetings, but I'm not sure in terms of consumption
Strike,
for anybody else.
but he can't do shit like that.
They're leaning on that, for example, with Xander.
I mean, that's the first pitch, so it's all right.
They can feel better about the season he's having.
Well, it also just tells you how hard you've been hitting the ball, and sometimes you're unlucky. That's just part of the game.
0-1.
It's a ball and a strike.
Which is another way of saying, well, you're hitting the ball hard.
Yeah, exactly.
For hitters, I don't know how much that means. At the end of the day, maybe it does make you feel a little better in terms of your approach, a little bit. But it's a results-based
2 balls and 1 strike
in the end. And He wants those hits to fall in.
Totally. It's a game that runs on confidence for players. Whatever that takes, if you're still having good at-bats and hitting the ball hard, sometimes it's good to just see, like, okay, this shows that I am swinging at the right pitches.
Which I think you probably already
3
know.
balls in the strike.
3-1. There were a couple of early games where Trevor Story was hitting the ball particularly hard, and they were all getting caught. And the batting average was way down there around 200.
And that's
Didn't
ball
know he was
4.
hitting the ball hard on a regular basis. That's going to be ball 4. And that's the other
Nice.
thing that Roman's been doing. He's been taking his walks. The on-base percentage over time is going to continue to go up for him. Lord knows he wants those hits.
He does.
He's on with 1 down, and Duran.
Here's Duran.
Looking for his first hit today. He's gone 0 for 3, reaching on an error.
That's a strike.
The Red Sox look like things might go their way today against
Come on,
the
Jaron.
first inning. An error by the shortstop. Then Romy had a base hit. Story with a couple of men on. Had that graded back we're talking about. He laced a 2-run single. Sox had a 2-0 lead. They've been shut
That's
down.
a ball and a strike.
After that inning, Kikuchi just dialed in. I mean, there's no way around it. But you got to tip your cap. And he was hitting his spots. He was using all his pitches. He was changing speeds. Wasn't much hard contact.
12 strikeouts. He set down the last 13 he faced. And cuts right through that one.
2 strikes.
7. That's a giddy up. And 1-2.
Jaron's searching a little bit right now. I've seen him chase that fastball up a good amount here over the last couple of weeks.
One on and one out. We're in the 8th inning. Foul on straight back. And I think the single most disappointing thing here for you and I has been we have not had a foul ball in the booth for 3 days.
I don't know that you actually want one.
Do you? I don't want one right at my forehead. But the fact we haven't had one back here, it does disappoint me a little bit.
It's going to happen right now.
Because almost every series we're out here,
yeah,
because we're in the firing line.
We've been getting peppered. I mean, right around us, close, right under us, right over us. Nothing in our booth yet, but
the writers are right next to us. They've had like 7 in there.
They've had a few.
It was nothing's been caught.
I mean, diving.
Yeah.
Saved the face of the
50
Red
feet.
Sox.
Swing a high
That's
putt
going
into
to fly
right.
out.
And Wade will make that play.
That'll be on number 2.
2 down. Hey, don't miss the next episode of The Mindset. Liam Hendricks shares his story of battling back from a cancer diagnosis. Tune in tonight after post-game coverage only on NESN and streaming on NESN 360. And now Abraham Toro has a bat. He'll hit in Romy Gonzalez's spot.
Here's Toro.
And that with 2 down and a man at first. Red Sox trailing 5-2. Swing and fly that one into center field, but it hangs up for Adele. And he's got it.
Out
One
number
left
3.
for Red Sox in the 8th.
And that'll bring us to the bottom of the 8th inning in a 5-2 Angels lead.
Perfecting your swing is hard.
Nice shot, Dad.
But replacing your windshield doesn't have to be. Go to safelight.com and we can come to you.
Sick.
Our highly trained techs can replace your windshield where you are, even if that's right in your driveway.
Have a good day. I love you.
With flexible payment options, get it fixed now and pay later only at safelight.com.
Safelite Repair, Safelite Replace. Woo!
Is your outdoor space in a slump? Bring out the heavy hitters and take the field with a winning lineup of Steel outdoor power tools. Shop online or in-store at your local Steel dealer.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. A heartbeat strong, steady, unwavering. Like the people who keep this country moving, doing what they do best. Helping neighbors, pitching in, and getting it done. For them, only America's most dependable truck will do. In every Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver, dependability comes standard. There's no competition. Energizer Max outlasts Duracell Power Boost by 10%. No fluff. Just facts.
Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Subaru of New England and the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester, Subaru of NewEngland.com, and by WB Mason. Request your food service catalog today at WBMason.com. In Southern California, things have not gone well out here. The Red Sox are down 5-2. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. Some changes defensively for the Sox. Alcala coming out of the bullpen. Look at his numbers. 5-2.
Jorge Alcala.
In front.
That's an 8-10 ERA. Jesus
Hamilton
Christ.
At second, Toro at first.
In 26 2/3 innings pitched.
And the Angels on the doorstep of a 3-game sweep. If that happens, sends the Red Sox home 3-6 on the trip. Not to mention a couple of games under 500. Red Sox will have one more crack at it. And we go to the 9th inning.
It's a strike.
That's right. Kingery today, 1 for 3, does have an RBI hit.
3-2.
And he's going to take ball 4.
Wait, no, that's ball 4. Sorry.
The game summary is presented by Solomon Tire and Auto Service, celebrating 70 years in business. Richard Fitz went to first 4, had good stuff, 6 strikeouts. Trevor Story with a early hit to drive in too, but Kikuchi was just money after that. As you see, 12 strikeouts against the Red Sox today. Fitz gave up back-to-back home runs in the 4th inning, and that 2-run lead evaporated right there. Angels 10 hits, Red Sox 3.
So 1-0 count to Shanuel. Oh.
5.5-hour flight tonight. What you got on tap? You just sleeping or what?
I'll probably do a little reading. Okay. You know me, I like to read. I'm a reader. And got to be dinner in there somewhere. I don't know what we're getting on the flight, but it's usually pretty good.
It's normally pretty good.
2-0 count.
In there for a call strike. I'm more interested in what you're going to do to kill that time.
We got to start bringing cards, having our own card game in the back of the plane.
Be up for that?
A little less money on the line. The other parts of the plane.
The players' game. By comparison, runner goes, throw down.
That's
safe. Now he's out.
What?
Came off the bag. So
come on!
By Chris Siegel.
You dip fucks.
Let's see if they challenge this. Yeah, they will.
Wait, what? Hold on, what? I'm confused.
Anything, and they've got one, so.
Angels are I'm confused.
See how this goes. It was safe and then out.
Oh, yeah.
Here.
I'm fucking stupid.
Down and in. Did a good job of getting across his body and making this throw.
But no, that's safe.
Right there. Now,
but then did he go? No, he went out, yeah.
On his stomach or his chest as he kind of pops in the air before that left hand comes down in the back. So I think the glove was still almost like on his upper leg or stomach.
Yep.
before that left hand got on the bag. I don't know if they're going to...
Fuck you.
Center. It holds up. It's one out. Take another look.
Yeah, this might be a good look here. So watch the initial contact with the bag. With that
So he
back
made
hand
it.
hits it, he pops up.
But then he went off.
There, yep, he's out. The glove is on it.
He's
His
out.
inner leg. Right before that left hand could get down on the bag. I think he got it right. It's a really good call to be able to see that in real time.
Second base umpire Chris Siegel on that. So this one under review. As we await word from New York, Red Sox down 5-2 and very late. Baez with the peg. And Trevor Story looked like he stayed on with that tag.
Yeah, it was still on him. There's definitely nothing that shows he's safe.
Here it is.
After review, we'll call the field stands. The runner is out. Los Angeles.
Oh, okay, no, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. No, never mind.
Certainly worth a challenge.
Yeah, nice.
But he's out one away.
One more. Good job by Narvaez going across his body, make a good throw. But then Trevor Story, I mean, they work with infielders on this. Always keep the tag on until the play finishes for that reason.
So the 3-1 to Shonowell and drops in for strike. Alcala, the fourth man out of the pen today for the Red Sox. Richard Fitz went 4. And in 9 previous starts, Fitz has yet to pitch in a win for the Red Sox. First play here. Throw on to first base. Hamilton, good ranging play. 2 down. Let's toss it down to Jemai.
Dave, another injury update from today. Alex Bregman continues to make strides, quite literally. Had a heavy day yesterday. Some explosive running at BC shown in the videos that he posted to his Instagram. Today was a regen day for him, Cora says, but the Sox excited with where he's at. Still no timetable. They'll probably meet over the weekend, see how it looks. Bregman saying how great he feels, but Cora did suggest it's likely a return for him following the All-Star break.
So following the break.
Good luck keeping Bregman off the field if he thinks he's ready, though. That's a ball player.
So if it's right after the break, Red Sox haven't announced that there's a date involved, but if that is the case, that is going to be the Cubs series right after the All-Star break on the 18th of July.
Well, the 3 series right after the break are going to be tough.
No, you're right. Cubs, Phillies, Dodgers. High and tight for a ball here on Moore. You're talking about 3 consecutive first-place teams.
Yeah. Very good teams. And rested. Although a lot of their players will be in the All-Star games.
Yes, they will. That's a good point. Wear them out, hopefully. But that's in Chicago, in Philly, and then home for the Dodgers series. 2-2. Off the end of the bat, flick foul. Well, how great it'll be to have him back. The impact he made on the Red Sox in so many ways, off the charts. He's number 2 at his position in the American League and All-Star voting, behind Jose Ramirez of the Guardians.
He earned it. I mean, a big market like Boston, you come in and do what you did, have the impact you had, you're going to get votes. You know, with the way they do the voting now and the fan vote mode mattering as much as it does, it's going to get a ton of votes from Boston fans.
2-2 to Moore. And that one gets on by. He did not make contact. Scooped up by Narvaez, who will flick it on to first base. That's a strikeout.
Yeah, he thinks he fouled that off. It kind of sounded like it. I wasn't sure if it was the bat and the mitt. but I guarantee that's the argument here. He's not arguing that he swung. He's arguing that he thinks he fouled this ball off.
Take a look.
I initially thought he did get a piece of it, but I guess not.
Nope, they're going to call that a strikeout. They're going to say he did not make contact, just off the mid. Red Sox phantom.
University of Maryland Global Campus isn't just an innovative state school. It's a school for real life, one that values the successes you've already achieved. That's why at UMGC, you can earn up to 90 credits toward a bachelor's for prior learning and life and job experience. Why we offer scholarships and affordable tuition, and why we have online classes and the support you need from your first day to graduation day and beyond. For over 75 years, UMGC has helped people succeed again. What will your next success be?
Hey, what do you do here?
Get a gig that's built to last.
I want to take a moment to shout out one of the behind-the-scenes heroes here at MLB, the one and only Zoom Phone. Harold, you with me?
Absolutely, Lauren. For MLB, Zoom's AI-first business phone system helps in so many ways. It's easy to manage, gives teams the tools they need to do their best work, elevates the fan experience, and keeps things secure and reliable so MLB runs smoothly.
For a real behind-the-scenes hero, see how Zoom Phone is the right call for your business.
This is you, rocking the block party, greeting the neighbors, and going all night. With boosting beats that return energy with every step. That starts with new Dr. Scholl's 24-hour energy multi-purpose insoles. It starts with Dr. Scholl's.
Dear Triathlon, let's splash through rushing rivers, take on iconic trails, and race straight to the top. What's the point of winning if you can't kick back and enjoy the view? Your Toyota SUVs.
Right now, you can lease RAV4, the #1 selling vehicle in America, for just $319 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Opportunities with 3 hits on the board, trailing 5-2 to the 9th inning. Tim O'Brien, Will Middlebrooks, Jemai Webster with you. Everybody ready to head home, but Red Sox still have an opportunity here to avoid a sweep as Narvaez will lead it off against Zephyr-John. Foul it away. On the day, he is 1 for 3, a single back in the 3rd inning. That was the last time the Red Sox had a hit today. Trying to start something here against the right-hander. Big story today for the Angels was Yusei Kikuchi. Left-handed starter went 7 strong innings, allowing 2 runs, 3 hits, and struck out 12. Shut down the Red Sox for the most part. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
That hard slider from Zephyr-John. There's a ton of cutters and sliders. Fastball still up to 98, 99. He's got good stuff.
Abreu on deck. You're turning 26 on this road trip.
A little knock on his birthday.
Got that base hit.
Yes, his second at bat after coming into the game late.
It's a keeper. And a 1-2 coming. Sox head home and bringing with them cooler temperatures anyway. After Boston and New England, the 2-2. And struck him out. Sox strike out for the 13th time. A strong play of the game presented by New England Chevy dealers to get a little drive.
That's back in the 4th inning. Joe Adell and Travis d'Arnaud going back-to-back. Both these guys have driven in 2 apiece and pretty much done all of the damage for the Angels today.
Villiers 0 for 2 with a walk. Again, the last Boston hit came with 2 out in the 3rd. Single by Narvaez. And a real quiet day for the offense since the opening inning, really.
It's a ball and strike.
Give Kikuchi
Villiers.
a lot of credit. He really settled in, but it looked like the Red Sox had a chance to score a bunch of runs fast against him. It looked like a veteran performance today. He just didn't crack. It's 1-2.
Yeah, he did a good job of just kind of figuring out what he was doing well today. That happened to be that slider fastball combination to both lefties and righties, and just, he wasn't missing.
Some deadly changeups.
Trev Snyder.
Popped up, but that'll twist foul back into the stands. Part of the crowd of 28,000 today. Red Sox are 2 outs away from returning home on a 5-game losing streak. They started out this trip with a 5-game winning streak. And then eventually won in Seattle to make it 6.
That's right, yeah.
1-2.
How fast it can flip.
Isn't that the truth? Let's be honest, it's felt like whiplash at various times of the season. This first half of the season. 2-2. And in there for strike 3.
This Red Sox team was actually terrible. This Red Sox team really is bad. So embarrassing by the Red Sox. The Red Sox should just give them the season now.
Really saying, hey, that's off. That's off. You've really been calling it all day.
Might as well just laugh at how bad the Red Sox are.
So Trevor Story,
because getting mad at them is not helping.
has provided the spark of the day with the bat. 2-run single in the first inning. It's been a highlight. Six innings or so, the Red Sox have been totally shut down. He's going to line that into left. Ward trying to make a play. The backhand did not. He suffocated that. That's going to be a base hit.
Oh, it is? Okay, good.
Second knock of the day for Trevor. We're trying to make an outstanding catch to end the game, but no. So the Sox have a base runner.
Ball on the field is no catch. This is a Gucci review.
This could end the game.
Gosh, that's close. This will show it right here. I think he caught it.
That does look like a catch.
Initially, I thought he caught it. I was surprised they called it a no catch. Just the way it didn't look like he caught it off the bounce. It looked like it went right into the webbing.
It sure did. Yep, that's a terrific play. This game is over. They're reviewing it right now, but that should not take very long. The Angels are already celebrating in the outfield.
Trevor's thinking he had a 2-for-4 day.
So I think that's going to do it.
And this thing is over, and the Red Sox have been swept here in Anaheim.
After review, the call is overturned. It is a catch.
5-2 your final score. The Angels take all 3. The Red Sox wind up 3-6. So that turns into a bad trip. It started with so much promise, the way the Red Sox were playing, but it ends on an overturned call and a catch in the outfield. 5-2 the final.
Yeah, and look, this offense is going to have to figure out what style of offense they are without Alex Bregman, without Raffy Devers. They're going to have to figure out ways to get hits and score runs, whether it's small ball, whatever it is. You got to figure it out. You got to start scoring more runs.
Red Sox are fortunate they're done with the Angels. A really hard time with them. Stay tuned. WB
Red Sox get swept.
Live is next. Adam and Jim break it all down. The series sweep-by the Halos. And look ahead.
That brings them to 40-42.
That and more coming up after the break.
brings my stream record to 16 and 20, and my all-time stream record to 46 and 53.
There it is. You just dug through the entire music library of every song ever recorded and
I'm not even reading off fucking
found the
stats again. Bye, bitch.